We're live, kind of live.
Yeah.
Let's see. 7 minutes in. All right. Woo, let's take these banners off. Bless.
That was cat cut. It sends me. No.
All right, let's see who we got. No music tonight. We're moving on.
Okay.
We're already mashed go. No countdown. No fancy frills and whistles. Let's get it on. Good Wednesday evening.
Hey, everybody.
August 28, 2024. Year of our Lord. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm Greg, a.k.a. Father.
And my name's Vati, a.k.a. Riley.
How about Riley, a.k.a. Vati?
Yeah, that.
Anyway, who we got up here tonight? I see Emily. Hey, Emily.
Hey, Emily.
Let us know you can hear us. Make sure. Let's make sure we're working right. So I think we're back live on Instagram tonight. I think we're live on Facebook. I know we're live on Riley's Facebook page. Supposedly he shared it to the Down South group.
Yeah, I did. And we're live on YouTube.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube, live on Twitch. And I think that's it right this minute.
And I'm about to pull up TikTok.
Anyway, we're a little bit late. It's 8:09 Wednesday evening. Maybe some people will jump up here shortly.
See, it's going 3-2-1.
All right, cool. So we'll be sending this
everybody.
out. Here we go. Another introduction. Where we at? TikTok. What's up, TikTok? Another Wednesday night. Sorry, you guys watching. He's fired up on TikTok, I guess, trying to go live here. We'll just manipulate the screen and show the people the screen. Welcome to Down South Supernatural Wednesday Night Live. Thank you for hopping on with us. Share it out to your friends, family, anybody. Help us grow. Same thing with you guys on. Hey, Emily, I know you're sharing it for us. You're doing all you can to help us grow.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that. Right down to all the T-shirts you bought. Why you got that on me?
I don't know. You were talking. I was holding it. But hey,
so Emily, I think Emily, you're the only one we got on tonight. We ain't important no more. We're slipping fans. Down South Supernatural. All you 1,200 and something followers on the Facebook group, you're letting us down. We're gonna start deleting people who ain't a part of the group. We've pretty much predicted, and we can see now we don't need you, Facebook. So we're about to drop the bomb on Facebook. We don't really care either way. We're just gonna keep pushing our TikTok. You guys, we're gonna keep pushing our YouTube. It's gonna become our number one channel. Hey, Angel, how you doing, man? Thanks for getting on tonight. I don't know. Riley's got a lot to talk about tonight. We had a successful weekend. We did our first festival. We really didn't think we were going to do much at the Winterville Watermelon Festival. Man, we did. We did great. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a lot of new viewers get up here tonight, or at least watch our live later. We had a lot of visitors stop by. A lot of questions were asked. Sold a lot of dang T-shirts. We just about got rid of all our werewolf T-shirts.
And I mean, Halo said somebody came through the drive-through where she works and got something, and he was wearing a Down South shirt.
So, I'm going to give you some speed-up music. Because if you slow down any more, I believe the grass will be growing under your feet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Man.
Hold on, TikTok.
Did you drink a Monster?
No.
You need one. If you didn't drink one, guzzle one on down. How's it going in Durham, Angel? Let's get my man fired up over here. He's been looking forward to this live all day, and he's dragging me down. Anyway, we had a good time at the festival. We were there Friday evening. All long day Saturday. Started at 8 in the morning. All day Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 6. Like I said, we sold a bunch of T-shirts. The place we were in, we couldn't really put our whole booth up. So we kind of fit between our coffee trailer and the vendor beside us. And, they were gracious enough to let us just set up a table. and it looked good.
It really did.
It looked real good. Got a lot of attention. Like I said, I was amazed at the amount of people who stopped by and did exactly what we like to do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, he's got his bottle. Thank God he's spitting that black toe out right this minute. He's getting rid of that big toe. What? Angel, you got COVID? Dang, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, he loves that bottle. It's a little scary, Robbie. I ain't going to lie about it. The noises and everything he's making with that bottle, I get a little nervous. He's got to stop that. What's up, Dylan? Angel, man, I'm sorry you got COVID. Daggone, but I guess you, like you said, you're still recovering. Dang. Where'd you get it from? Work?
Hey,
Good friend of mine got COVID, and it's been about 45 days ago. He's 54 years old, a little older than me. I used to drag race with him. He ended up he got COVID and was getting over COVID and ended up having a heart attack and was on the ventilator for about 2 weeks and passed away, 54 years old. But all that was an onslaught from, of course, he had some smaller other medical issues. Nothing that you would think that he could, nothing that would kill him.
Yeah.
But the COVID, got him going downhill and he got weak and had a heart attack and died. 54 years old, 2 kids, married. So, we all laugh about COVID is really, at one time we were all scared to death a few years ago of COVID until we realized it was just another something we'll have to live with. But if you ain't in decent shape, man, COVID can be hard on you. I know we had it a couple times.
Yeah.
I had a bad sore throat. That's about it. Same as you. You felt real weak and tired. But yeah, I think everybody's about got it. Going to Waverly Hills tomorrow? Get out of here. Wow.
Hey.
Oh, Angel said he's going to Waverly tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's awesome, man.
That's
Is that
awesome,
let's see, you said something about Waverly. Is that the one where it's like anybody, like I don't know what you call it, where pretty much it's like a public type tour of Waverly? Hey, Connie, how are you? Thanks for popping on tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, damn, Angel. I'm glad you're getting better, though. It's kind of scary after a while. Because I think if you haven't had it, you probably will. I don't know many people who haven't gotten COVID, but yeah, I'm glad you're getting over it. The public ghost hunt, man, keep us up to date on that. I guess it'll be tomorrow night. That'll be awesome. Maybe there won't be so many people they're going to mess you up.
Yeah,
maybe it won't be loud as down south is. We are doing better. You got to admit, Angel, we're doing better with being quieter. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Dylan, you missed you were there Saturday for a while. Yeah, Dylan was there till, I don't know, he left a little bit early.
Like 5.
Yeah, man, it was good right on up until closing, Dylan. But on Sunday, Riley and I, we didn't expect to see anybody, man. Sunday, I think. It might have been Saturday after you left. We had a doctor, ECU, East Carolina University College professor, lady who teaches paranormal and psychology, and it's just a class like that. She come by and she questioned me and Riley, and she ended up saying she would love to have us in the spring come to ECU, and which we're going to do. We gladly told her we would, and just discuss some of the activity we've been a part of, going in different haunted places. What type of investigations we do. Do we actually keep up with, the things that are going on, or we just in there having fun? And we kind of told her, no, we keep a record book of what we do. We do a lot of EVPs, videoing. She was kind of impressed. I know we're not the best out there. We're still new at the investigating, but I feel like we're getting better every time we go somewhere for sure.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Nice. Angel said he did a house call with somebody. He'll talk about it sometime. Yeah, man, that'd
That'd
be
be
interesting.
awesome, Angel.
Let us know how it is. I know you ain't feeling good, but yeah. Anyway, going back to we said we had a good time at the Watermelon Festival. I know we picked up a lot of new followers on YouTube. Everybody, it seems like everybody we talked to liked YouTube and TikTok, so they were fans of that.
Yeah.
TikTok. What's going on, Snowfall Comments? Let's see. So that was kind of what I was going to talk to. We are going to another festival September. Is it the 1st?
No, it ain't September 1st. It's, I believe, is it the 14th?
I was looking. I just had a text from somebody that was talking ugly. That wasn't nice. Yeah, September the 14th. We'll be in LaGrange at the Garden Spot. What do they call it? The Garden Spot Music Festival, which is the all-day festival in LaGrange, North Carolina. We'll be there. We'll have a down south booth set up all day there. We'll have our full booth up, tent, tables, equipment for people to check out. What else? Let me see. Should I go and tell them what's new?
Yeah.
So we do a new shirt every time in the fall. We try to do something we think is cool anyway. We thought we really like the werewolf shirts. Connie, you still got a shirt coming. Riley dropped the ball last Friday because of the festival. But we love the werewolf skull shirt, we thought that was pretty cool. What's up, TikTok? Get you some of that. We got a few of these left, though, everybody. We do have some. We sold a pile of them this weekend on Sunday. But the new shirt, this will be our fall shirt. I don't know if you can see it.
TikTok.
I will when I get through. This will be a new Halloween type shirt. I know it's kind of freaky. I think sometimes even several people told us the skull kind of scared some people. All right, we'll have these for sale in a few days. We've got our shirts ordered. They'll be here. We'll start making these shirts probably Friday. We're gonna have some of these shirts next week. So as you know, we make our own shirts down south. We got a business. We screen print. We make T-shirts for everybody. So if you got a design you'd like to see it on a shirt, hit us up at Express Yourself Apparel in Kinston, North Carolina, or you can email down south or message down south. It'll get to the right person. But anyway, check it out. Check out the Socket Clown. He's kind of scary looking now. I ain't gonna lie about it. He's freaky. If I met him coming down a alleyway in the dark, I'd probably turn around. Coming to a town near you. Yes, we are. Kind of like a little wooded background.
Yeah, with that red haze.
Anyway, when we get the shirts printed, we'll start showing them off a little bit. But we'll have the remainder of our we'll have some classics, our original logo like this, because this is the left chest of our original logo shirt. We'll have some of those. We'll also have the remainder of the werewolf skull shirts for sale. Try to finish those up, and I'm actually making a new design right now besides this one. I noticed over the weekend we try to want to get something a little bit more, maybe not quite as scary, so it probably won't have no funky clown faces or any of the scary stuff on it. Maybe something a little more kid friendly and you know what I mean.
That's no fun.
Well, I know you don't like it, but it'll still have our original logos in it. I might change the text up a little bit, add a little something to it, something funny. Thought about even getting a shirt. What do you guys think about a T-shirt? A down south T-shirt, of course, with cartoonish look with me, Riley, and Dylan's face on it. And I'm gonna be saying, I don't know. We can put something funny on it. I don't know. I thought about a cartoon shirt. You don't like that idea?
I mean, it's fine with me.
Yeah. Dylan can have a little comment saying, "What was that?"
Yeah.
And Riley say the same thing because he probably didn't hear it. And I'll probably hear it say "down south out." I don't know. Yeah, that shirt's different. Connie, your shirt is coming. I promise. Riley, we're gonna get Connie's shirt mailed to her Friday. Hello.
Friday.
because I'll be at the store Friday.
Okay.
I'll be at the store Friday. Connie, your shirt's coming. I keep blaming it on Riley. If it don't happen this time, it'll be my fault. Yeah, I don't know. We'll come up with something. If you guys got some ideas about a cool shirt, trying to do one that's maybe not kind of so scary, so it's maybe some kids might like it. Well, they all like it, but it's the parents see it and they're like, "Nah, you can't have that. It's too scary." You know. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. How you doing? What's your name, sir?
Oh, my name's Riley.
Oh, I'm just making sure you're still here. You're sitting there. I didn't know if you needed that monster yet.
Yeah, they don't like it. Don't buy it.
No doubt. But that's the problem. That's why we're stuck with so many. We make them to sell them.
More I have.
No, yeah, I mean, that's not the point. That business plan does not work. The business plan part of that does not work. You make them to sell them. Then you take that money. Then we can go places and do things. Hello?
Yeah.
Because sadly, if you guys, a lot of you guys that are followers do know, everywhere, man, all the places you go out of town are getting way too expensive. I think about Brushy Mountain. By the time they add all the taxes and the fees, and man, it's just, anyway, it's sickening how expensive it is just to go somewhere and hang out for, 7, 8 hours.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, we forgot to say we'll be, let's see. We'll be going to Stonewall Manor. We finally got a date locked down for Stonewall Manor. September 21st. So that's just a few weeks away. Do what now?
I was just thinking, why do I even write these lists if we don't use them?
Oh, we will, but you're in La La Land right now.
I ain't in La La.
Yeah, you're just sitting here just following along. So I'm kind of feel time for our millions and millions of followers right now. Hello?
Okay.
So, yeah, we are going to Stonewall Manor September 21st. We'll be there from, I think we got it from 7 to 11. We changed the date a little bit just so we wouldn't be out all night long. Anyway, yep, Angel, I guess Angel might go with us. We'll see. Only Phantoms guy is going. Jason, he'd like to go. I think Stonewall Manor, he said, it's only like 30 minutes from his house.
Yeah, he did.
He's been several times to it. He knows the history on it. Honestly, I know nothing about it. I could Google it, but I figured this time I'm not going to Google it and give it away. Yeah. I'm just going to show up, not knowing anything, and see what we get.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we agreed to let him go with us since it's so close to his house. We've asked Jason to go a few other places with us. I think he's finally getting healthy enough from the wreck he was in that he can do some investigating, which is good. Yeah, that's right, Angel. Jason's your good buddy. Yeah, Riley does look like he's about to fall half asleep. Yeah, I don't know what he's been up to all day.
I'm just letting you talk.
Well, you can have at it, big guy. Hello? They're waiting on you. They come to see you, not me. Hello? I thought Riley was going to talk, y'all. He's quit on me.
Yeah, Blake, I think you should, man. Our YouTube's getting pretty sick.
Okay. So he must be talking to somebody on TikTok.
Yeah,
maybe.
somebody, Blake Houston commented.
Okay. Let's see this. We're going to try to get V on tonight. Nick. Yeah, man, he needs something, y'all. Red Bull infusion. He needs something. Yeah. They're waiting on you, cuz.
I was trying to
read your paper.
Yeah.
He's got some notes. Let's see if we can get to them.
We're excited to it now. Awesome.
Error occurred. Won't send it to you. Let's see. All right, guys. We're trying to send an invite to Nick. Riley's getting his notes down. What he wants to talk about.
Where also like my dad was just talking about for the.
We said.
Like my dad was just talking about for the investigation coming up later this month. in Rocky Mount at the Stonewall Manor.
It's almost September. You're right.
Yeah.
Just a few weeks away.
Just a few weeks away. At that investigation, we're hoping, I've talked to Angel personally, and we're hoping to have the polterpod for that investigation.
All right, Angel, he's put you on the spot. I didn't tell him to do that.
I wrote that down today because I'm excited about the polterpod.
Angel, can you believe he's excited about that? That's about the only thing that'll wake him up right now. All right, V, if you're up here, man, I sent you that invite. I was going to send it to you too, Angel, but I know you probably don't feel good, buddy. Sorry, device. Okay. You got your prototype done for the yes-no device. Very interested in seeing that. You guys check out Angel with Durham Paranormal. He's got a website now. You can order some custom-made paranormal equipment from Angel. We stand behind it. We use it. We got a lot of it, and we'll continue to buy it as long as he makes it. He does a good job with it. He can even put your logo on it in places or whatever you want. He can do color combinations. Anyway, he's the way to go. So check Angel out for your equipment.
Yeah. I told him I was probably going to make another order here soon after he got the polterpod done.
That sounds interesting, Connie. To B-17 crash in the mountains. That sounds very interesting. Absolutely. Angel said that box is about done. He said your polterpod's about done. Other than just got to do some adjusting to it.
Okay.
Nice.
No.
We skipped 2 or 3 weeks on Instagram. We're live on Instagram. It's funny. We don't have one single follower up there right this minute. I'm going to quit shooting out to all these places and just stick with 1 or 2 places and roll with it. What else you got, cuz? I know you're tired of it. What you got?
I'm not tired. I'm all mixed up from what you've talked about. And
I just talked about where we've been and where we're going. So what you got left?
I've already been contemplating on different setups for the Brushy Mountain trip on October the 9th. We'll have it from 7 p.m. on the 9th until 5 a.m. on the 10th. So we'll be locked inside of Brushy Mountain Prison, and we'll have the entire place to ourselves. And there's I believe 2 or 3 different cell blocks that I would like to check out just in general. And
I'm putting that link up here for, I think that's Angel. If that's not correct, let me know. DurhamParanormalNC.com will get you to Angel's page. You can also message Angel if you got any ideas of some equipment that you want that you don't see up there. I know he doesn't have it fully loaded yet. He can make a lot more than what he's got up there. Just hit him up with a message on that. Like I said, Down South stands by it. He makes the best equipment made. So, Bill Chappell, get the hell out of the way. Angel's on the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bill.
Bill, you got something going on with the obelisks you've made us.
Yeah, we got some issues with some of the equipment, but I think, man, that can be with any of it. We bounce our equipment around in some cases too. Well, it's actually the obelisks, they're in their own soft case.
Yeah.
So the fact that the speakers have quit on both of them, those $400, $500, $600 pieces of equipment, 2 of them, says something's kind of faulty with them. It shouldn't happen. So we actually, our speakers, both external speakers for both of them have quit.
Yeah.
One of them will only work with headphones too. The other one will not work with headphones. So it's kind of out. It's out. That does sound like a creepy place, Connie. I'm curious about them. I got what kind of place is that?
What's she talking about?
She's talking about she's visiting us. I think it'd be 7. Now, excuse me if I'm wrong. I could Google it, but B-17, Connie, is that a
airplane?
Is that like an airplane crash site?
Sounds like it.
No, Dylan, I don't think that one's on you, buddy. You've been gone for a long time too, so that's probably some of the stuff. I've been throwing some stuff around. Yeah, Riley said you were going to look at them. Oh, the prison? Yeah. Riley was just talking about Brushy Mountain. So we are going to Brushy Mountain. So Wednesday night in October. Um, we're going to have a group of us going. We're still looking at a few more people. We need a couple more people. 2 or 3 more people would be great. We're trying to get 12 people. If we don't have 12, we're still going either way.
Yeah.
We just got to sell some more T-shirts to get there, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll sell some more T-shirts to make up for it. Okay, B-17, the big bomber plane. Okay. So Connie was saying she was going to check out a site where one crashed in the mountains. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Now I've sent the invite to V,
Okay.
just so you know if he might not be able to get on. I don't know. He might be busy. Good news is sorry, I missed. Make sure I didn't misread something. Oh yeah, that's right. So Angel and Ruth, that's great. They'll be going with us to Brushy Mountain. It's going to be one heck of an experience. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Riley and I went last October, and we just went for a day tour, and it was not busy at all. There was a few other people here and there. We didn't really see many people. The actual lady who's in charge, she just happened to be at the gate when we were there, and Riley was wearing a down south shirt, and basically she said you got to have tickets to get in. You can't do any paranormal investigating. She said, but I have seen one of y'all's lives before. Follow y'all. That was back when Facebook was moving, evidently last year.
Yeah.
So she said, y'all come on in. She said, I don't really make it obvious that you guys are investigating, but you can kind of just mess around. And we had a voice recorder with us. We had the Tempest with us.
Yeah.
We had a few small pieces of equipment that we had stuck in our pockets.
Yeah.
I think we might even have had an Oculus with us.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
And I had a spirit box.
Yeah, we had a spirit box. I will say in the cafeteria, we got a lot of spirit box communication.
Yeah.
We had a lot of stuff coming on. One of the sales, I can take you to it, but I don't know which one it was where we stood outside the sales in the walkway, the corridor of that 2-story building. And we got full-on conversations with somebody besides us in the background.
That's also the spot where something channeled through me.
Yeah.
Right when we came up those stairs on the 2nd story and turned down that walkway, something was trying to come, let me know it was there, basically.
Yeah, we had some interaction. When we got back home, we checked. Actually, before we got home, we got back to our house we were staying at, and the EVPs were off the hook. I mean, we had some wild EVPs, and what got me was the conversations that we were hearing in the background. It was like 2 or 3 different people were talking, and there was nobody in the buildings that we were in. We even heard kid voices, a few little girls talking. There were definitely no kids there.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was in the broad daylight. I can only imagine how creepy it's going to be at night and the type of action we're going to get. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we're going to try to head that investigation up Brushy Mountain. We're going to come out with everything we got. We're going to set up cameras everywhere we can. We do know for a fact there is a little bit of cell service there where there was last October with our phones.
Yeah.
So, which makes me feel we're going to do some live recording. Hopefully, we'll be able to stream it live. If we can, we're going to stream it across our social media. Especially YouTube, maybe. But if not, we'll record. We will definitely record. We got some help with our video editing now. Chastity Luna Beams she's helping us with some of that. Finally get it going after 2.5 years. And speaking of her, if you saw last Wednesday night, they were looking for her ex-husband. He was found. He's okay. I don't know all the details about it. I think he might have spent a night in the hospital. He was probably severely dehydrated.
Yeah.
But he was found. He was in the woods, I think, all scratched up, and you can only imagine spending a couple of nights in the woods by yourself.
Yeah.
No, so I don't know the details on that, but the good news is he was found. I think they were, kind of worried that it could have ended very bad. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know, Dylan. We can talk about it. Dylan wants to know, would you be interested? Man, I bet we had we probably had 5 or 6 people this weekend wanting to be a part of Down South. Wanted to start going on investigations. I'll tell you how I feel about the investigations. I'll tell you how I feel about it. Riley and I talk about it all the time. What we like with Down South or anybody is we probably go as much or more than most, but as much as anybody. We're on the go a lot. Yeah. And Dylan will tell you the same thing. He's been out for a little while. We're like if you're in it, you're in it. It can't be a fly by night. We've had the first few members that Riley picked up, Luke and David. They were hot and heavy to start with, and then they fizzled out. And you need to have a few people, especially when you go on big places like we go to. You got to have some people. So we're going to choose wisely. Let's say that, Dylan. All right, V, get on whenever you can, buddy. The link is not working. Let me check it again. So yeah, we need some people. If they come, they got to be in it. I'm not saying you're joining a club. You're in it for life. It ain't nothing like that. But I mean, as much as things cost this day and time, you set up these places and you go. I mean, it takes everybody putting their funds together to make these investigations work. I'll leave it at that. And the more people, the better. At big locations. Yeah. A lot of people at a small location tends to be a problem.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, it gets hot. I mean, other than that.
What do you mean it gets hot?
A lot of people in a little house.
What are you talking about?
That equals sweaty ball sack. Because I'm always wearing jeans.
Tried to send it to you through Messenger, a straight link, V, and it would not. On my end, it would not work. So let me give you that one more time. Let me take a picture of the screen here. There you go. See if that's any better, V. So I got a few things I want to talk about. There's some things. Yeah. We got a guest coming on tonight. We got Nick, AKA V. He's yeah, you had to draw a blank. Come on, it's hot. More people you got, it's hot. Hell, it's hot in here right now. I'm sweating in this hole.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, it's hot out here. For real, I'm sweating. Speaking of sweating and being hot, you're talking about a lot of 98.6s in one room. I was talking about too many people to investigate a small place. You get a lot of background noise and a lot of talking and a lot of footsteps and things that will make you think you got some paranormal activity when you don't. It's your own crew. Hello?
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
But a lot of 98.6s is not going to be fun.
Says the man that's been 97 degrees here today. He's wearing full dark jeans, full boots up to the calf, black, everything black, and hot.
I got
Let it continue. It got everything but a chain wallet going on. I mean, I was ready for somebody to pull up with a, what do you call a bike, with a little sidecar to pick him up today. I mean, at 97 degrees and this joker's I'm sweating just looking at him. Oh, but I love jeans. I love them.
I do.
Woo.
Fall's my time of year. They can keep this crap.
Says 404 not found. Dang, I don't know, B. Let me try to send it through to you through Messenger one more time. Let's see. All right, V, we're going to have to call Chastity so she can get you up here.
Yeah. She's probably still with her
Yeah,
dog.
it won't. For some reason, it won't let me send it through Messenger, straight up Messenger to you neither, V. I don't know what's going on your
It
end.
worked through my phone.
Yeah, on your end. I tell you what I can do. Let's see.
Zay, do you have TikTok?
All right, guys. Here's the stream key. Anybody want to get up here and talk tonight? We don't usually do that. I will monitor if you pop up in the background and you're naked. You ain't coming on.
I
should have brought another bottle of water. See if that link will work for you, V. There's a Saga, guys. I want to talk about something. I was waiting to get V up here because I think he's probably a little more on top of it than I am. You guys in the paranormal world, if you keep up with any of it, you probably you're aware of what's going on at the Conjuring house. This story at the Conjuring house is getting crazier by the day.
yeah.
There's some crazy, serious things happening.
Kind of ticked me off whenever that Jacqueline lady said Jason Hawes was trying to murder her or something.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like I said, if anybody's got any, I know Dylan's been keeping up with it. Me and him been reading some articles on it. Dylan's posted something for us. Me and Dylan's been keeping up with it. Riley couldn't find the actual link today. So
yeah, I tried, but I couldn't find the link.
Sorry, somebody just messaged me. I've been trying to get up with it all day. So is it working now, V? Yeah, there's always some drama going on. No doubt, Dylan. There we go. There's my man coming in here.
V.
All right, everybody, welcome to the stage, Nick.
Hey,
buddy.
I had to pause for a sec. My headphones aren't connecting. Big surprise. What's up, guys?
I don't know, man. We've just been moving through it. Riley, my buddy, he's dragging over here on me tonight. I don't know what's up. He's dragging. He don't think so, but
maybe I drank that monster too early today.
It might be on. You could be on the crash side of that monster.
Is it working now?
Yeah, it's working.
I hear you and see you, my man.
Awesome. Yeah, for some reason my headphones won't pick up. That's okay though.
We're just talking about, man, the Chastity's ex. You guys found him, and I guess he's made it home by now.
Yeah, he come home today actually. I don't know too much about his recovery, but I mean, I know that wound care had to be called in because he cut his feet up so bad with the thorns and stuff. Like he was found with no shoes.
Oh man, he barefooted. Woo.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Dang.
There's not a whole lot that I can say that I'm opinionated on. One thing that I will be outspoken about was the reaction time. Like their reaction time was terrible. It should not take 3 days to find someone that's mentally ill.
No, I totally agree with that, man. 3 days is way too long. I mean, that's just waiting for things to happen, man. That's unacceptable in the world we live in today.
Yeah, and I mean, it's understandable that like they're saying that there's like a drug problem, but the fact that they're not taking it seriously enough that it could be mental illness. I mean, even if it is, whoa, that's random.
We see you now, boy.
Oh wow! I guess it
You work.
started working. It wasn't working before.
It's working now. You good? We see you. We can see you.
Cool. All my stuff stopped working today. I don't know why. Um, but no, it was a trip to figure out how to get the authorities involved and stuff. Like they finally did though, and
It's
um,
about 30 something hours later before they started.
yeah, it was about 3 days later. But according to them, it would only be 2 days, I guess, because it wasn't. But like, well, they still had the whole 24 hours before we could report a missing type thing, which is
Right.
something that they should definitely consider changing for the uh, for people with mental health issues, because it's not cool that they don't take that seriously enough, because those people can hurt themselves in that time. Ow, sorry, that was one of those big European hornets. Yeah, I have fun with them all day. I had a couple fly on me last night. They're the ones that everyone up here calls Japanese hornets.
Big ones.
Yeah,
I'd break out
yeah,
some big condo on them if I was there. A tennis racket and bees and wasps, I clean up. I'm known around here as Mr. B Kwando. I clean them up.
yeah. I don't mind them too bad. They don't actually bother me that much. The yellow jackets, on the other hand, I pretty much have to get rid of them whenever I see them, because my dog won't
Yeah.
stop snapping at them, and you know how that goes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, so we were talking. I was hoping you might know something about it more than I do. The saga continues at the Conjuring house, man. We were trying to go there the first of 2025, but I think we're going to pass on that place.
I would definitely pass. And not just because of, like, all the controversy, but mainly because of, like, the the iffiness of it. Like, you don't know if your money's going to actually go towards the employees that upkeep the place. That's a big one. Like, the fact
So,
that she says that she can't Venmo her own employees, like,
Yeah,
because it's not
she's not
working.
paying
That
them,
that
man.
was a big one for me too.
Yeah, she's
Huh?
not paying just to bring everybody up to date. If you don't know anything about it, the owner. I didn't say it. I was waiting. You got up here. Basically, what the big picture is: the owner of the Conjuring house, this very educated lady. Um, Her excuse is the spirits are basically telling her that all these people are out to get her, namely a few of her employees. So so now she's given every excuse in the world why she's not paying her employees there after she's collecting really good money from people like us to go and investigate that place.
yeah.
Um, Now she's accused Jason Halls, the taps guy, of trying to kill her. We Dylan shared a video with us yesterday, and I was blown away by it. It was actually him. Jason was live telling, he's like, man, I just can't believe I'm involved in this, but I'm gonna lay it out for you. And he was just reading the actual text from this lady. She is a damn lunatic,
Oh,
accusing him
that
of,
and that was just a small portion of what she actually wrote. There was like waterfalls of like conversation of just words spit at this man.
yeah,
Right. This
blown away.
what got me was her claiming to be a psychic medium, and that a spirit told her that one of her employees was stealing from her, so she fired them. Like,
Yeah.
that huge red flag there.
So
This could change the paranormal community, as a whole, especially the fact that um, things aren't as regulated as they probably should be.
yeah,
But I could
Yeah.
definitely see something coming about because of this. Like,
yeah.
sort of
Something's
like
gonna happen.
one thing ruins it all.
This thing is going to be in court in front of 12 people. You can believe that. Something's
Hmm.
about to happen with this situation.
Oh yeah,
And the
and
next thing we're going to do is we'll have the government trying to educate us on what we like to do.
well, we talked about it earlier, like how the Pope has been discussing things about like paranormal, like what to look for, what is and isn't paranormal activity. When you have someone like that, a public figure that big, addressing it,
Yeah.
then there's not, like, for the skeptics, that ought to be something there. Like, if you're not a true believer or whatever, and the stuff that comes out of the Catholic, well, not necessarily the Catholic Church, but the Vatican and Rome, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like it, I mean, they talking about aliens. They're talking about like secret stuff, like secret rooms underneath the Vatican and things like that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could go nuts with the conspiracy theories that have been housed from that place. But what gets me is what they're telling the public, and that's something that they've definitely talked to about, like publicly, is the whole paranormal phenomenons, and that hadn't been that long ago. It's probably like, I'm gonna say probably about maybe 3 months ago. I think that they started talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm walking around to avoid the bees because they're missing me like near misses.
You ain't got no fire going tonight, huh?
Nah, I decided not to burn one tonight. I wanted to save my wood for the weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, this
Yeah.
controversy, man, is getting the best of me. I like to stay in my own lane on just about everything. But just the fact that this lady still has this place, and the fact that people are still going, people are still booking this place after if you still book after watching his video that I saw yesterday, and why he is actually live video, and she's texting him right then, blowing his phone up, talking crazy things, while he's on the
Well,
live. I'm curious if she even knew he was live at that moment.
I have no
you,
idea.
you know what they say? Bad publicity is still publicity. That's probably
You're right about
made
that.
this place more popular than ever, to be honest.
How about that? I have not thought of it in that way.
Well, I
I
mean, you spin the story that this woman is possessed and you blame it on the Conjuring house, and you're going to have people want to flock to this place.
Yeah.
There
Now
are a
you're
lot of
making me.
people that are drawn toward the darkness.
Now you're making me wonder if Jason Hall thing, if they ain't got a little. I have thought about this. If they ain't got a little something going.
You know, there's a very famous saying in the Bible. It says, like, basically, beware of those who are portrayed in light. Even the devil masquerades as an angel of light. So, I mean, you have to question all motives, like when it comes to things that are done publicly,
True.
like especially
Yeah.
now. If we all weren't taught that, 4 years ago, then, well, you're not going to be on the train.
That's for sure.
That makes me think about a video I watched on it where somebody did a reaction about it. How he was talking about the lady was probably using the arguments to fuel for a new movie
Uh,
along the Conjuring house.
I guess that's a possibility also. Like V was just saying, publicity, good
Yeah.
or bad, is publicity.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, but I'm going to tell you, there are a lot more stories that are way crazier, like unbelievable stuff, like stuff that needs to be checked into, like ancient stories. Like I've become fascinated with something that went after my daughter. Actually, the last night we were at Anthony's parents' house. It was the day he was found. Actually, like we went up there to get the rest of our stuff. My daughter comes up to me and is like, "Daddy, I heard a mimic." And she knows what a mimic is because there's been one in our house before, like that
Mm.
took my voice and my shape. And she's not the only one that's seen it. Cassidy's
Oh
seen it
wow.
too. Um, she comes up to me, tells me this, and I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? She says, it said in Autumn's voice, come here. And it was in the woods.
Oh,
These woods that I've been in for like the past 3 days. Like that I found a random
Oh,
severed possum's head out of nowhere. Like, and you don't find that kind of stuff in the woods. If animals kill something, they usually eat the entire thing.
yeah,
You're
that's
not going to
crazy.
yeah.
find just a severed head anywhere. Like there was definitely something in those woods that was very unwelcoming. I will say that.
That's crazy there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. People can take that for what it is, but when my daughter come up to me and told me that was something I took it seriously. Uh, don't ever not take your child seriously, even if you think they're playing. Like, always like look into it if you think that they're talking to spirits. I'm talking to the people who might be watching.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very important that you maintain that level of trust with your kids, because there are
Cool.
things that can happen. I just had a spider land on me. Um, if you don't like take it seriously, then you won't end up in a situation like what there are countless of stories from Appalachia of people being called into the woods and just disappearing. Like
Look,
countless.
pull it around this
It's
way. Real
it's
quick.
folk tales where we're at.
Right.
It's folk tales all the way up in West Virginia about it. Tennessee, Kentucky, you name it. They all have stories of people being called into the woods, and mainly or particularly children and women, and then they've never been seen again.
That's
So
wild.
my daughter doesn't know about that. She has no clue about that. She knows about mimics, but she had no idea that that's an old folk tale. So her just coming up to me and telling me this all of a sudden was a big validation. So I let her tell Chastity. Chastity says she sees it across the graveyard because they live right beside a graveyard, like literally.
Wow.
And she tells it to go away, and then it goes away from her, but then it jumps to me, and it like grabs me up, like I can feel it, like, and it's so weird because I was eating a piece of pizza at the time, and I almost choked on the pizza because it was such a strong vision. Like I've had many visions. I have visions all throughout the day, but I've never had something like forced on me like that, except for the time on Hinsdale Road. But this one was like even stronger than that. Uh, I saw a
Hey,
woman.
Edna. Hey, Alexis. How are you? No worries. You're not late. We're still up here.
Yeah, I was late. That's for sure.
Oh, we're good.
You're
But
good,
no,
Vic.
that vision was something else. Like I never experienced anything like that, and well, I would say I hope I don't have it happen again. But something tells me that's the first of many.
That's awesome that your daughter picked up on it, though. I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
kids would. It'd be interesting to see how a child who didn't know would react. Would they really, would they go into the woods to see?
yeah. I
Makes
had
you wonder.
another attack.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on me now. I got two or three.
Well, you
I
that's
don't mind
you
them as
must
long as they don't fly in my face.
you must have those bad boys there like we got mosquitoes here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got mosquitoes too, but they're not as bad as these bees. I'm gonna tell you, they have no
Number three.
boundaries.
Huh?
Number three, huh?
Not number two. Well,
All right. He's breaking out the monster. Here we go, right at bedtime.
So I can wake up. Like I'm literally about to fall asleep over here.
Yeah, this dude, he's very unusual for him to be so sleepy. I think he's using that so he can get that last monster in.
Nuh-uh. I ain't I'm just
He's about to palpitate that heart out of his chest right here.
listening to this freaking growl about to come out of this can.
All right,
Oh man.
Instagram followers. I'm sorry on Instagram. After 1 hour, the video goes out. So I'm sorry. Check us. Jump to YouTube if you want to follow us tonight. Thank you. We just lost Instagram. We'll see you next time. But that's all right. So
How
look,
to go over
man.
the time limit?
Yeah, 1 hour on Instagram, and it cuts Instagram off. You have to restart everything.
That one got me.
Oh
I
God.
saw you jerk.
Wasn't a sting, but he grabbed me good. Whoa, calm down now, chill.
I saw that one from right here.
I need some more lights out here. He's chasing my light.
So you
Right in my face.
got to mind. So what are you guys thinking about Stonewall Manor in a few weeks? You gonna try to
Oh
make
man,
it? It's
I'm
finally
excited. If it's a if right now, because like our funds are extremely low.
oh yeah, I get it.
Much lower than I anticipated. But it is definitely on my goal list. So we're gonna do everything we can to try to get there.
That
Like,
sounds good to me.
yeah, I've been wanting to go to Stonewall Manor for a long time. Like, there's been a few like bucket listers for me, and that's definitely one.
Yeah,
That's interesting. It's been close to us, and Dylan's talked about it before, but we were going to pursue it last year, and just kind of, I don't know, we were so busy we didn't.
yeah.
But it's
That was around the time we ended up going to Georgia to the
yeah,
Savannah Haunting House.
so we kind of got busy. But anyway, I'm glad we're going. The good part about it for us, it's only 45 minutes away.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a
it's
good deal.
incredible. That means
Yeah,
I
that's
can
a
have a
good deal.
donut and a coffee.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Yeah.
That's that's in my future plans for sure.
Alexis said, you're outside. Basically, it's dark, and we live in Appalachia.
Oh yeah, yeah. Even this close to the city, there's like hardly any lights on.
Yeah, I get that. It's dark around here too. We're
Yeah.
out of no man's land where we're at,
Yeah, we are.
which is how I like it.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
You're good, man.
What in the world?
What's he saying?
I got some weird stuff going on. My phone just decided to start going off on its own and playing random videos.
That's wild because we still see you. You up here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, as long as that didn't happen. Uh,
So tell me,
there it goes again.
Chastity, has she been able to be
Whoa.
working on the on any of her editing skills from St. Albans, or is she back in the rhythm yet, or is she still trying to get caught up?
She is. She hasn't touched St. Albans since like everything happened.
Right.
And me either. I haven't tried to do anything yet. Like, but we're about to jump back on the train for that. Uh,
Yeah.
I had to
That
try to make
sounds
up work
good.
that I missed, and
Yeah.
it's been a challenge to even do that. So hopefully we can get it out in the next 2 weeks. That's I think what Chastity's goal is. Don't quote me on that. She'll definitely correct me later. I promise.
That'll
Yeah.
be all right.
That's what I was just thinking.
We can change it as needed.
Yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
V, there is something I wanted to say.
What's that?
Chastity's sister or cousin that's supposed to be going with us to Brushy, she's going to need to get on a live with us before we go to Brushy.
Are you talking
Right.
about Alexis?
Yeah.
I
So
mean, that's
just
up to her.
a live Q&A with everybody going.
And why is that, sir?
I mean,
Just maybe because he thinks she's just a little bit cute. Yeah.
Are you saying that's a prerequisite?
am I saying what?
Are you saying that's a prerequisite for her to be able to go?
She's up here right now. That's her, Alexis.
I can't see the chat.
She said
Hey, Lexi.
I'm her sister. You dummy.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, Alexis. Dude.
He don't look at the comments neither. They're right in front of his face.
Damn it.
You busted before we even got started.
I gotta get out of here. I'm starting to get nervous.
I told you he was half asleep.
Oh man,
that monster ain't gonna fix that.
That monster.
Don't get bashful now, Riley.
Now Ethan? Is that you? Snowfall Comics. You changed your name. It's Snowfall Comics. Is that Ethan? Look at that Appalachian Nightmare. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So
sorry,
Ethan, is that you, man? Let me know. I think it might be Ethan. If it's not Ethan, I apologize. Snowfall Comics.
Who are you?
Yay or nay? Oh, that's Jeremy. I'm sorry. I thought it was Ethan. Sorry, buddy. No harm, no foul. All these code names get me mixed up.
Alexis Whitaker.
Don't be
Okay.
saying her name out loud on social
No,
media.
I didn't know who it was, and
You are busted.
is that Chastity's sister?
You ding-a-ling. What does it say up there? What does that say?
I'm her sister. Man.
Ah, that's funny. That's funny.
God.
I'm glad you were up here, Alexis. Thank you for busting his bubble tonight. I appreciate that. We've been on. Yep. Look what she said. Busted.
Definitely something obvious here.
Well,
yeah, it needed to happen. Thank you for doing that.
Well, at least I didn't say nothing bad.
Not yet. At least he said something at all. He's been dragging pretty good tonight. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody up here knows it before you got on V.
Oh yeah.
He was getting ill because I was talking so much, but then I'll give him the floor and he just sit there.
Yeah,
like it to be
because I couldn't find something to talk about that you hadn't talked about already.
He got mad because I was going through everything and he must have been writing down all day. But I was just yapping about what was on my mind.
Yeah, I know.
It pissed him off. He got quiet. He was about to walk out of the studio.
I don't think he got that mad.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. It was a good excuse for him to go over there and get this. That's all. Another monster.
See, look, Edna Wilson agrees with me.
What?
She said, Riley, I'm like you. I didn't know she was her sister.
Now we all know. You can't hide now, Alexis, unless you come in here with one of them fictitious names.
Well, we're all at least cousins, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, V, I'm not her cousin.
You don't know.
Somewhere down the line, we all are, brother.
I was about to say, my granddaddy got around, buddy. You don't know.
Yeah, mine did too. Or not my granddaddy, but my great grandma. She was a bird.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
Yep. Shout out to the birds.
So, on me, buddy.
What the heck is that?
I don't know, man.
So you guys have been to Brushy Mountain before?
Yes, I loved it.
We went to
what
Brushy,
was your favorite spot?
We went to Brushy last October while we were on little mini vacation with the family. Me and him got a wild hair, and we were like, dude, let's just go to Brushy Mountain. So we took off and went to Brushy Mountain. And we went during the day.
And it was hot, like activity-wise.
And it wasn't busy. There was hardly anyone there in the actual prison doing a tour. It's humongous. It's a big place. So, I mean, there could be 100 people there, and if you're in different buildings, you wouldn't know it.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, there may have been 10 other people there besides us, and most of them were outside. Lost V.
There you go.
One of them high-powered bugs on steroids took V out.
Yeah, zapped him out of vision.
Hit the side of my phone when I went to adjust it.
I thought one of them bugs had knocked your phone out of your hand.
Yeah, flying around you.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing dodge today.
So we went during the day and did a day tour, and it was a lot more active than I would have ever. I'd have bet any amount of money, but it was probably one of the most active places I've been during the daytime.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, to the point we were looking at each other like, did you hear that? I mean, we were hearing things right out loud, and plus we got some wild EVPs. Cafeteria there is very active. There's one certain cell block that's very active. I can't. If I told you which one it was, I'd get it wrong. But there was one building we went in. The minute we walked through the door, you could feel it. You could feel the weight when you walk through the door. You could feel the weight get on your shoulders.
That sounds a lot like West Virginia State Penitentiary. We visited it in the daytime too, but we did the tour at the nighttime. That Sugar Shack, I'm gonna tell you what, that's a touchy-feely kind of place.
Oh yeah. We also went down in the hole the actual hole. You can actually tour it. There's about 3 or 4 different rooms in the hole, and buddy, we got some voices straight up telling us to leave down in that place right in the broad daylight.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
But on the balcony when you go up to the second story of the prison, where they had the cells that were on the top row in the prison, I got the nastiest feeling. The most anger I have felt in a long time on that walkway.
yes. I mean, it's thick, man. You can feel it. I'm really curious how Ruth's gonna go with Angel. So we'll have Ruth and we'll have Chastity there. So I'm really curious, man, because they're like big satellites.
Yeah.
I feel like they make things happen. So I'm really curious. I think we probably need to put a chair at the end of the hallway for Chastity to sit down in. As you walk through the main gate, you get inside, and when you walk through the first gate, there's a hallway that does a T. You go left or right. She's gonna need a chair right there. I'm telling you.
She might hit her.
When you walk through that gate and you get inside that building, man, your hair will stand up on your arms.
She's gonna be going to the floor if she don't have a chair there. It's bad.
It's raw there, and we don't even have the feelings that you guys have. I mean, I think we're actually developing some things.
I got a little taste of it, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's
I mean,
going to be very interesting.
You just don't know it. Like
That's
I mean,
it.
you
Yeah,
know it, but it's something that it happens the more you pay attention to it. You know, like you become
Yeah.
more intuitive the more you notice it, because that's one thing that's for sure. If you seek the veil to be lifted, that you will get that.
yeah,
But not everybody can handle it.
yeah.
It- it-
That's the little scary part of it. My question is, if you start seeing too much, is it too late? Can you turn it off?
I just said something, and there's a big old thud in the woods right beside me, like
Uh
from saying that.
oh.
But there's always something in these woods, though. That's You're never alone. Like I thought about doing spirit box sessions out here and like recording them live just to see, what kind of feedback I get.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Although
Edna. I don't
they
know
all
where
want
it
to cuss everybody out, though.
No doubt. Yeah, and Edna brings up a good point. It is when you start reading the history, there's signs and placards over that place that give you some history on it. There's actually a museum there. You can go visit the museum first. Hey, Chastity just popped on. She's either at dance or she's back home. Ain't no telling.
No, she just pulled in. She almost ran me over.
Oh God.
So yeah,
Now, whether she
Brushy
did that on purpose or not is speculation.
Yeah.
Edna. Edna said She feels like Brushy's probably a really sad place, but
Yeah.
after you start reading in there, man, it is very sad. Some of the things that happen there
Yeah.
pull the heartstrings for sure, because there was some things that happened in there that didn't need to. I'm sure,
Yeah.
just malicious type stuff.
Yeah, that's the truth.
The
Yeah.
I don't care stuff. I mean, but seriously, they didn't care,
Oh yeah.
and the guards were nasty.
They were nasty.
Nasty.
I get that sense like right away, like just thinking about the place and hearing the name itself. I can hear the dread of how many people's heard that name before.
Yeah, something I learned about a week ago watching videos on Brushy. The people that were sent there were basically sent there to die because they didn't want to house them in any other prison.
Mm.
They were sent there because they knew the guards were going to kill them.
Yeah, they wouldn't last. So there was some. We think there was word that there was a certain guards, not one, who were making some decent money getting rid of people. So it wasn't really like hiring the mafia to do it. You just send them to Brushy Mountain and it would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I mean, I guarantee there's like hundreds of bad stories about this place. I mean,
Yeah.
there was so much at West Virginia that like it was hard to take it in. There was a couple of sad ones, but a lot of them were disturbing. Like I'll say that much. And then a lot of the stuff has been left alone, like not touched. So there was still like dirty cells. There was like old blood, like all kinds of stuff just left as is basically when they closed it down. It's almost like the place was so haunted and scary that they just everybody left all at once. Like you just get that whole feeling of abandoned all hope, like just walking into
Oh
that
yeah,
place.
Yeah.
Chastity, I just sent you that link. If you, it's just a few above you if you can see it. For some reason, it's not letting me send it through Messenger tonight. I think it's on our end.
Hey, I got a good idea. Like, never mind, my phone's on TikTok. I was saying I could take a
I'll
picture
share
of
it to her.
it.
Yeah, Bill
Yeah,
shared it to her.
share it to her, Vic.
Let me have a swallow you. I'm thirsty, man.
That's the one you like too.
That thing's good right there.
Yeah.
It's up to her if she wants to get on now. So the link has been sent.
Yeah,
Awesome.
she's popped up.
Hey.
Hey,
There's the
you.
bat.
All right.
Okay, I can hear you.
All right, we're glad you got back home. We've been talking
Yeah,
about
me
it.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chastity, can you believe that me and Daddy were talking about your pretty sister and she ended up being
There it
on the
is.
chat?
There it
No,
is.
let's get that right. Let's get that right. Yeah, you said me and Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah.
No, I want Daddy.
Oh, you're not Daddy, you're father.
No, it
That's
wasn't me. It
right.
was this Jackie here trying to get your sister on. He basically was saying that she couldn't go to Brushy until she got up here live. And just guess who just happens to be up here tonight?
Yeah, I
Your
saw.
sister.
The pretty
I
one.
saw.
What do you mean the pretty one? You trying to say she's got an ugly one?
I
Kiss
don't
my
know.
ass, Riley.
I hadn't said that,
Whoa,
Chad.
Yeah,
whoa,
that's
whoa.
the same thing. That's the same thing.
She's
Same thing.
but yeah, she's my only sister. She's my baby sister. My brother and my sister are twins.
So
And I
that's
raised them. I helped raise them. I was almost 12 when they were born. So that's my baby sister, and I'm my only siblings. Actually, I don't have any more.
so. In other words, he don't need to be messing with her. That's what she's saying.
I kick you. I'm gonna kick you in your butt.
Okay. That sounds funny.
Oh, lost V again when them bugs took him out.
Yeah,
He's
down
walking.
that.
He's paces when he walks. Like it's
Yeah,
very hard
buddy.
for him to sit and talk. I don't know what it is, but
He's walked at least 5 miles since he got up here.
Yeah.
yeah, that's all he does. Is he talks on the phone and he paces. But see, he's connected to Wi-Fi, so if he walks too far out in the backyard, it's going to drop. That's probably
I
what's
was
happening.
I just took a Dramamine. He was making me dizzy.
I was surprised
Right?
you ain't over there in
He
the
may-
woods trying to see what that noise was.
Yeah, he heard me
Yeah,
in the woods. It got his attention.
that's probably the coyotes. And hey, everybody that's saying hello. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm not camera ready, and I've been gone since about 6 o'clock. So I'm just laying down in the air conditioner on my bed now.
You made it. That's the main thing.
Yeah, but yeah, Ivy's doing good on her gymnastics. She's moving up to where she can travel now. So I don't know how much we'll be doing of that, but depends on some situations. But I think she's where she can do her routines and stuff. So it's really important for me to get her to this because she's really good at it. She's 8 and she does a very good job at it. So,
Well, that's good.
but yeah,
You gotta
guys.
let her experience some of everything like that. It's good. It's good for her.
Edna, you would be correct. That is. But yeah, so Brushy Mountain, is that what y'all were talking about?
Yeah, we've been touching on a little bit of everything. We won't brush it. He said he didn't realize we had been to Brushy, so we're like, yeah, we did a little day visit. We spent 3 or 4 hours there, and it was quite interesting.
And then I was talking about the feelings that I had picked up on the second story walkway.
Mm.
Well, it ain't even that. I mean, yeah, when you walk through the gate, when you walk in the front door, you go up the steps, you walk in the front door.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna give it away to you, so I'm not gonna say much. But when you walk through the second gate, not the first one, you I don't know if it's your maybe you just as a person know that, hey man, I'm walking through the gate. This is the last one you're gonna see for a while.
Yeah.
It's just the dread hits you then, you know.
Yeah.
I guess is if you were there and you were a prisoner there, you probably felt that same dread.
Yeah.
This is, basically this is it.
It's that
West
doom and
Virginia has
gloom.
one similar to that. When you start walking in, you start to see the hangman's noose and the drop, and it's like above an archway. So when you're walking into this archway, that's all you see. You look straight up, and it's a big noose, and yeah, the big drop. It's eerie. Like you immediately just get this feeling of just like I'm gonna die. You know.
Right.
Yeah. I just think it's crazy. They were so ashamed of the inmates there that they built the prison in the shape of a reverse cross.
Yeah, that's what they say. And I mean, it's very possible. And, they even had children in this prison for stealing bread.
Yeah, I
Like,
know. That's what I was telling Daddy.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Riley was telling me, and then I got to thinking because some of the EVPs we got that day, they were kids. A little girl was talking. I mean, like in the background, we couldn't make out a lot of the words, but I couldn't figure out the Riley. I was like, man, what in the world? Why would we be getting children EVPs in that place? But we did. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Imagine if we get one that's like the one we got at Bobby Mackey's.
Oh gosh.
That was like a once in a lifetime.
Yeah, I know, man.
Like I have never heard that on anything, and I've tried. I've done everything I can. I've wrecked my brain trying to debunk this.
Yeah.
There is no debunking it. It's on every bit of audio we got to. Like,
and it's the fact we didn't hear it until after.
Mm-hmm. And it was so loud and clear, I nerd out about that all the time. Like, I still have to go back and listen to it sometimes just because it was so unreal but real,
Yeah, it was not.
Well, apparently, they finally started auctioning off items from Bobby Mackey's. I saw people holding up one of the wood signs yesterday. So
you couldn't have paid me to take an object from Bobby Mackey's.
I'm telling you, man. I thought about the same thing.
Yeah, ain't nothing. I mean, the shirt was enough, and I blessed that shirt because, I mean, what's truly there, we've talked about it, it is darker. It is a lower level vibrational, could be considered a demonic. I mean, it's actually holding souls, and they're turning into it's a collector. Yeah. It's not a soul. I don't know. I think it's a soul collector, but it's also consuming like the souls. It's taking away their identity. They were the seekers, almost something, I don't know. It was weird, but and putting it all together, just thinking about that video, like there was a woman with like curly red hair that crawled up behind me on that platform, and her skin was solid white. And I don't mean like us white. I mean like white, sheet paper white. And she was crawling up behind me. And then I saw the same things in the basement, but they were more skeletal, weird looking things. They were scouting out on the floor in the room. And like, I'll never forget, one of the craziest things thus far was that Riley wanting to smoke, and literally that me saying right before he even said that, I'm like, it's standing right beside of you. And that's exactly where we captured it. That was some of the best validation that I've ever got for my gifts. I get validation all the time, like word of mouth from people, but there's something completely different when you actually get to visually capture it.
That happens to me.
Yeah, that was wild.
Out of all people, it happens to me. That's funny.
You wanted to smoke, or he's like, we want all the smoke.
He literally got the smoke.
He wanted to smoke.
I said, show it to me. I'm here. I came this far. Give me all you got.
Hey, I asked for the walls to bleed and got trolled. So that's incredible. For them to show me a picture of walls bleeding was great.
Yeah, and Edna Wilson said Josh Foreman took a bottle from Bobby Mackey's. So Josh Foreman is part of Paranormal Nightmare. He's like the leader of the brothers. He's the
Oh,
middle brother, and I love
okay.
their channel
The one with the
and what they
piercings.
do. No, that's Sean. But
Sean.
yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I wouldn't even have took a pebble from that place because, Spirit, I was looking around. I'm like, man, there's so many things here that people can just pick up and take home with them. And Spirit immediately said, don't you take nothing from here. Don't you
I
take nothing.
learned the
Now,
hard way.
yeah, we'll have to tell y'all that story one day.
V.
Let's just
Well,
say, you better not. You've been
yeah,
warned. You better not.
I told this
Yeah.
story already on Lights at Midnight podcast. It's the Annabelle episode, and it's episode 6 in season 1, Origins of Lights at Midnight podcast. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you get your podcasts, or you can listen to it on YouTube. But that's the weekend. It was a Halloween weekend in 2021, and that's when we went to visit Annabelle. And for 2 months prior, V was like, I want to get some of the graveyard dirt because we knew we were going to go visit in the Lorraine Warren's grave. And they actually have to move stuff off of Lorraine Warren's grave. And there's no like big sign that says, here's their grave. You have to find it. So I used my spidey senses and just something told me to walk along the tree line. And they were buried towards the tree line and their headstone was facing away from like the front because it's all, going east. And
It was also beautiful.
it was. I
Sorry.
mean, this is up in Monroe, Connecticut. And for 2 months prior, he was saying that. And me and him actually got into an argument over it. I'm like, you do not do that. I said, taking graveyard dirt, you have to ask permission from the spirits to do that. And that's sacred grounds. Well, he met me. I said, all right, you going to find out. And he didn't take it from the actual like grave. He took it from the outside edge of the road, outside of the fence. But the fence is just the barrier above ground, not below ground. He still took it from the same ground. And yeah, he learned the hard way.
So,
He
like,
fucked
a
around
little
and
bit of
found out.
context, like, just so people don't think that I'm, like, strange. I had this crazy idea. Like, I make jewelry. I loved making natural-looking jewelry. And I wanted to do a set of terrarium pendants that were made from places of haunted areas that we went to. And in retrospect, I see that might not have been the smartest idea. I wasn't very far in my spiritual journey then, so it makes a lot more sense now. But that was basically a situation of uh, goal versus like stupidity. Because I mean, I really, looking back on it, I have no other way to describe it than stupidity because it was probably one of the worst decisions I've made with a spirit like thus far. Anyway, because I
You're
got
hard
messed with
headed.
pretty bad for a while.
You're
And I'll
hard
tell my
headed.
story one day, but
Yeah.
I'm not quite ready to talk about it yet.
I get it.
Yeah, I
Let's
get
just
it.
say you learned the lesson.
Yeah, I'm that content is for me is some of the most revealing content besides the things that's happened to me like when I was a kid and a young adult. Like I've been through quite a few paranormal experiences, but that one I brought on myself. And like I said, if
Yeah.
you've been warned, like don't ever take anything and be careful what you take. Wash your clothes when you get away from these places. Take a shower as soon as you get like to your motel room or home or whatever. Like get that energy off of you. You don't want that around you at all. Like that's part of what they can use as like a attachment to stay on you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, that's
You
my
looking
little
like the Blair.
paranormal
You looking like
PSA.
the Blair Witch over there is what you looking like right now.
Sorry.
Do me a favor, V. When you're not talking, mute yourself because them crickets are loud, boy.
What, y'all don't like the crickets? Oh shit!
It's like
I just
They's getting more smoke.
What was that?
see that.
Yeah, what is that?
That is a freaking hornet.
Lit up?
Yeah, wow. Okay, I'm not scared of demons or ghosts or anything, but I'm not even scared of bees, but those guys creep me out sometimes
That's
because they're
wild.
not
Yeah.
scared of you, and but they don't care about you like at all. Like they will just run right into you.
That's crazy. You sound like Riley. He's not scared of anything but a little tiny little spider.
Oh, I love spiders. Esmeralda's my baby. I'm a little
Don't
worried
even
about her
talk
right now.
about it.
Uh-oh.
She just laid eggs, and I didn't think she was going to be able to. And yeah, that's what's happening. I'm a grandpa to spiders.
Lord
I ain't
Jesus, help
stuck
me.
against spider.
Yeah, well, they're invasive, so I don't know exactly what to do about them. I know I can't like let them all go or even live for that matter. Like as long as there's not a daddy around to fertilize them, I think we're straight.
Yep.
They can't see it from that far away, man. You just do it on you, we're going to end that thing. It's
What
What
is
are
biting.
you
it?
talking about? Them dipping?
It's been live for a while. I'm gonna end this tonight. Catch you next Wednesday
Black
night.
Widow. Oh, yeah. She a Black Widow.
It's a jumping
What?
spider.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I love my jumping spider. Ezzy's awesome. I wouldn't
Edna
have thought that
said,
a spider would make a good pet, but they do.
Edna says, yes, there's so much that seems innocent to do because we don't think anything will happen. Like, who would think something will attach to you or be angry with you? And yes, it's more so like about respect when it comes to things like this. Like when you enter a
Hmm.
space, you are entering their space, and
Yeah.
we're the foreign object there, and there's things that already are lower vibrational that really don't want to deal with humans, and it's about respect. Plus when you're on native ground, you there's certain, like for example, when I've remote viewed places and I actually am like traveling there, it's not like I'm just happy go lucky walking. A lot of times remote viewing is like jumping. You're jumping from one reality to another. Like I'm here in my room, I close my eyes and then I have a vision of where I'm supposed to be if I'm in somebody's house. But I have been stopped by a native spirit. Basically, like I actually, when somebody's house that I had remotely viewed in Kentucky, not the same one I visited at Bobby Mackey's, but before I got to his house, I was stopped by a Native American man, and he held his hand out, and I mean, it's like my vision goes from here to there, and I was right in front of him, and we spoke kind of telepathically. I said, "Look, I'm here to help this man with his home. He needs his home cleared." And he lifted his hand, put his hand down and like lifted it out as in like greeting me in. That's a real deal thing. And I mean, yeah, I do have a Native American background. I think that probably helps me a little bit because they see that in me, but
Yeah.
it's a real deal thing when you're doing this kind of stuff. I mean, respect goes a long way because then, if you do piss something off or you step over bounds, that's when you do get attachments. And see, they got all the time in the world. They can attach to you and then they can sit there and they can wait 6 months until you have a really bad day. And then you might have something like your own thoughts telling you you're awful, you're this, you're that. And then they bring it down on you. They're patient. All they have is time. Time is irrelevant to them. We're the ones that have the ticking clock here. So that's just
How
something to
about
keep
that?
in mind.
Wow.
Never thought of
They've
it that way.
watched you since birth. Like some of them,
No,
like the
yeah, no,
generational ones. They know a lot about what you do. They know your weaknesses. They know what it takes to break you and how far they can push you before you will break. That's why you have to push back yourself, like and
well,
work towards higher vibrational states of mind. Because without that, you're always going to lose that battle.
right, but that's on a different level though, like because there's levels to this. So the stuff you're
Mhm.
talking about is the things that have to do with the right and the wrong, the higher, the angel, the demon type thing. Those are watchers, and sometimes there are things assigned to you at birth because of generational curses and stuff. But I'm more so talking about like land spirits and spirits that govern certain land because I mean this land was taken from the natives, right? And then the spirits that they're still there. I mean, and some of them are angry. They have a whole, just because it's not our tradition, there's so many more traditions, and learning about that. I wish I had somebody to study under. Like I really wish I could
working.
conditions, and learning. Uh-oh.
That was Riley doing something with his
Okay.
phone.
I
Somehow
wish that I found somebody to study under that was native. I wish I could find a Native American, like tribe or something that would like take me under their wing and teach me some things, because I feel closely related to, the native way, the Cherokee belief. When I figured out Cherokee's belief system, and it aligned perfectly to mine, and I never even knew what it was. So it's more on a soul level. I just find that interesting. And Connie did say, she said, got bit by a spider last night. I'm
Yeah.
pissed because I didn't get any spotty skills this morning. Connie.
No
Lord, I hope
spotty.
We
you're
can't all
okay.
be Spider-Man, unfortunately. I think that's that there's a little boy that's Spider-Man right now, actually, or at least thinks he does. I know. I'm talking about Dylan's kid.
Yeah, he does now. He
Oh,
loves
yeah.
Spider-Man. He loves
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
he got all the powers.
But yeah, I just wanted to hop on here, guys, and say hello. I know me and V will probably be taking turns over the next little bit when we come on lives, because I know it's super important, at least for us, to go live when we, before and after we go to a place. So I'm sure y'all talked about Stonewall Manor. I don't know anything about Stonewall Manor, but I do know I'm getting some Civil War vibes from it just by looking at the picture.
So yeah, it's about 3 weeks away for that one. And look, it's going to be cheap. We just invite y'all to come. Me and Riley are going to pay for it. Y'all don't have to pay for it. You just need to get here.
Okay, well, I'll take you up on that offer. That's a generous offer. And we're going to drive
That's really awesome. We appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
I wish they were all. Riley and I were talking earlier just about how darn expensive these places have gotten, man.
Yeah.
And as long as people like us keep paying it, they're not coming down.
No.
No, they're not.
Wants to know, Cassidy, she's got a question for you. She says, how would we know if there's something in our home? I'm asking because there's loud bangs in my house at times, like it sounds like something fell from a tall height.
So, as soon as you said that, I'm sorry, I stepped away, so I can't see the comments, but I can say this. Edna said there is a delay, so there'll be like a 10-second delay to this. But if you can answer me this question, is your home been lived in before, potentially by an older couple, or is your home an older home that could have had? Because it almost seems like it's a male spirit. Because as soon as you read that out, I literally got images of like a grumpy old man. Like, sometimes it can be residual energy, though. Like, it doesn't always have to be a spirit, but, and if you're looking into this kind of stuff and you have a big interest in the paranormal, just that interest sometimes, and the belief in another life or the afterlife or something like that, it can bring things closer to you. They're not necessarily always bad, right?
She said yes.
Okay, yeah, because that's exactly what I felt. I think it's a grumpy old man spirit. It's almost like, I don't think you were related to him or anything, but I mean, I might not be right about this, but it makes me feel like farmhouse vibes, like old house, but maybe not farmhouse, but an older house. And he's got his nose scrunched. He's like,
how about that? So her husband passed in 1998. She was wondering if it could be him.
I don't think it's him. No, he wouldn't do that.
Well, he said he was murdered. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, Edna. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's a tragic thing to hear.
So was he? But did it happen in your home?
No.
Probably not.
No, I'm not feeling. I mean, it could, but I don't personally. I don't feel that. If it happened in the home, it might have not been that one.
Certain oppressors, they can come back, or they can come around shortly after someone passes away.
Hold on, B.
Oh, sorry.
Did not happen in her home. So it's,
no,
like you said, must be a old, like you said, maybe a older farm type house.
Yeah, it gives me that vibe. I mean, I don't know. It's just that vibe of an older house that, I don't know, like the old white farmhouses. But I just feel like a grumpy old man, and he's got a big scrunchy nose, and he's got square black glasses, and he's just like pissed. He just doesn't like the fact anybody's in his house, and he's not really that powerful or that strong either. No, it's not your husband. Mm-mm. And it was, I don't want to bring up what I'm saying because that's too personal and I don't have permission, but it's not your husband.
Okay, there you go. There you go, Edna.
Yeah. He's the grumpy old man. As long as you're not having mood swings, Edna, and you're not like noticing that you're having like these, like I said, weird mood swings or any like sleep paralysis or nightmares associated with a man, then you should be okay. But you can't ask him to settle down. I mean, you can ask him kindly to be like, hey, home fry, like Riley says, can you please not knock my
Don't
things
forget the
over?
disassociation.
Well, I mean, but
that's a subtlety.
It can be, yeah, but dissociation could also be intuitive impressions too. Because I walk around when I'm in these places, I'm half disassociated. So like they'll be talking, and I'm just somewhere else. Even though I'm part of the conversation, I just stare off into space because I'm getting psychic impressions. But also too, for anybody that's watching, like, and Edna, you could be sensitive in bringing them around. I mean, your light seems pretty bright.
Yeah, Edna, that's very tragic. I'm sorry that happened to you. So I'll read. I'll hear it just in case. So I'll read it in case nobody can see it. She said she was her sister was leaving her husband, and they went to help her move. And I guess her sister's husband came in, stood in front of them, and shot. So
oh my God! I'm
tragic.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my word!
Wow.
That's terrible.
Awful.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing, an altercation between one other man, and it's like it was on a block almost. It's almost like a house with a flat yard, and there was a sidewalk, and I saw them like in some house, like I don't know how to explain it. It reminds me of it's flat land. It's on flat land, like a flat front yard in front of a street. And I don't know if that was just my psychic impression or your husband showed me that, but I know for a fact it's not your husband because when you say husband, I just see light, like he's in the light.
What state are you in, Edna? Where are you at? I don't mean to get personal. I'm just curious. Curiosity.
You heard what that
It reminds me of being up north or maybe in the flat, like Midwest north. I don't know. That's the kind of area. That's what it looks like. But so I mean, that's just visually.
California, you're out there. You're out there with Duran, yeah. You're right good ways from us.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you following us.
Yeah, we do.
But she's in California, y'all. She's a right good ways away. I'm not familiar with the land in California. I've never been that way.
Man.
Trying to think as far west as I've been from North Carolina is probably
Kentucky.
That's actually north, but it would be probably Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
we haven't been anywhere.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just really weird. I got that flash vision. So California would fit too, but I don't know if that matches the vision I got. But yeah, the husband's in the light for sure.
Nice. She's in Central California. Where's Duran at?
He's in California. I don't know if I can say where, but I can say California.
Oh, okay.
He might be somewhat close. I mean, California, is so big, but
huge,
he's probably somewhere close to Edna then.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I just realized I got a call this past week from somebody that lives in California that I need to get back in touch with. But they called me during all that crap that went on this past week. So
yeah.
But
what do you mean, Jeremy? What are you talking about? You said, "Am I being hunted?" What are you talking about?
Oh, snowfall. No snowfall. I don't think so. I really don't. Personally.
Edna knows Duran. She said she's about what part she thinks he's in. That's good.
Okay.
Damn, that's tragic. Jesus.
What does that mean? Am I being hunted?
I don't know. He was asking us.
I think he meant haunted. Yeah, I think he meant haunted. I know Snowfall personally.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
was actually thinking it was Ethan earlier. I was like, Snowfall, is that you, Ethan? I don't know why I thought it was Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan's screen name is something different. I thought I had it
Yeah,
wrong.
it's something. Yeah, something different. And I know Brittany was working late, I think, tonight.
Somebody asked where was Ethan and Brittany at. I can't remember who it was earlier. I haven't spoken with them lately. I hope they're doing good.
Yeah,
I know
me
she was
They
too.
having to
are.
take care of a family member, so maybe
Yeah, they're
maybe that's
doing
okay.
good.
We got to see him at her mother's memorial. They dropped by to show some support, which is really awesome of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good
Yeah,
folks.
they
Yeah,
are. And they
it
come
shows
up
you what kind of people they are.
twice to Aunt's parents' house, and Ethan went out in the woods with B and helped him look for Aunt too. So that was really kind of them. They're good people.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was me and him that seen the severed possum head, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I don't
Hey,
want to go into details, but it was super fresh.
do you
So
want
does
to
that
tell them? You want to tell everybody what happened the last night that we left? Can I tell them what happened?
I already did. We told him
Well,
earlier. You could tell
I'm
your
just gonna.
version of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's easy because my daughter had walked up to me and said that my youngest said that the whisper or like the mimic. She used the word mimic because she knows what that is. My
Yeah.
8-year-old said, he come in Autumn's voice, which is my oldest daughter. And I stopped by the graveyard, like when I backed out and straightened out, I looked and I could feel it standing there. And as soon as I pointed my 2 fingers at it and I said, it's right there, it lit up. Like it literally lit up gray. So something that wasn't even there, it like lit up into a gray figure. And I told it, I said, you're not coming home with me. You're not to talk to my children, and you're not coming back over on this property either. And when I pulled out of the driveway,
Wow.
it stood in the middle of the driveway, and I tried to make it stay there. But then that's when Nick had that really powerful vision. But honestly, I don't think it is 100% accurate with what it was showing him. I think it's just part of something in the woods out there. There's so many things. It's Appalachia. I mean, we were
I
dead.
just
We
said
were in
what I
Appalachia.
seen. I'm not saying how accurate it was. I just know it was the most vivid vision I've had since Hinsdale Road.
Right, I get that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like from my discernment, like there's certain things that have come out at Nick and it's always female and they always seem nice at first when they try to communicate with him and they're generally coming in from these haunted places and I've had to explain to him that these lower vibrational spirits, human or not, but most of them have been human thus far, they try to get you your empathy. That's how they attach to you. They attach through empathy and they attach through your like. So if you start to develop a relationship with an earthbound spirit, you can end up getting a spiritual spouse, which doesn't have to always be. And me and Emily just covered this a couple weeks ago. And that's why you just basically have to ignore them. Like you don't want to develop friendships with earthbound spirits. It's not safe even if they don't mean you harm, they're still going to take your energy. It's just kind of how it works. I mean, it's a good rule of thumb. I mean, could there be cases where that's not true? Yes, it can be. But with my teachings, I teach by caution because if you don't, if you're not, if you don't have the discernment and it's not there, then you can't really say. And if you don't have anybody that can help you with that, then you just can't really say. And it's just safer to not develop those relationships.
So,
Well,
buddy, you need to be doing a lot of ignoring, evidently.
Yeah, it's one thing to communicate. Like we're going up in these places, they already know the drill. It's like
mhm.
St. Albans, places that are set up. Sometimes it's like a theatrical show. They already know what to do because there is a equivalent energy exchange when we go in there. So they know people are coming in there to get a show.
Oh, yeah.
So it's up to the spirits sometimes. That's not always the case, but I have noticed that. Like they're like, all right, showtime, here we go. Let's get this done. We know you're here. And sometimes it's not that way. Sometimes it's, residual hauntings. But I will say this, St. Albans, a lot of that what was left, it's really weird. It's almost like a unit of darkness and it's the shadow people. They inhabit that place now. And I don't know how they got in. There's portal energy and all kinds of stuff there. Like, I'm going to try to go over all that in my video. I might even actually do it just for Patreon members. I might actually start doing my breakdowns for Patreon members.
So, Riley and I have been talking a lot about, of course, I know it's still a little ways away, but it'll be here before we know it, Brushy Mountain. I got a feeling we're definitely, you can get self-service there. I remember we were there, we were able to get some service. So we're going to be trying to set up all our video equipment. Of course, we can't set it up. I'm hoping we can do a quick sweep through that place, because there's not going to be a quick sweep because it's huge. But with your help, Chastity, and Ruth will be there also. Maybe we can figure out where we all feel like is going to be 5 or 6 very hot spots, and I would like to set up the cameras and let them roll the whole time, whether we're in the room or not. Just leave them rolling. And
right.
We'll do some recording. I think we got 8 or 9, maybe 10 cameras, but we can spread them out pretty good. And it would have to be in one building, of course, but that would be fine. But I'm just telling you, that place is. I can't wait to go with you. You being there, just because I was telling V the amount of activity that I'm just saying, you're gonna shine that light, and it's gonna be on. Just with Riley right there, so much happened that cannot be answered, cannot be explained, and no possible way of debunking it when you hear these certain voices on EVPs. I mean, you can't debunk that. It is what it is.
It's darkness is what it is. I mean, this place is dark. There is known to be a demonic in one of the rooms, and I don't know which room it is, but I have seen Brushy Mountain videos. Now, Stonewall Manor, I don't know. I don't know anything about. So I probably, if there's a history, I don't know if there's going to be a history tour or whatever. We might just be going in there. We'll figure it out. Brushy Mountain, though, I probably will be going through the tour with this one, because since it's so big.
It's big.
Yeah, it's huge. And yeah, I've got a couple places already in mind. It depends on if it works with, your equipment. We'll be able to do that. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, V's phone died, y'all. Super died.
Okay.
So your phone went dead.
Literally a countdown. By the time I made it from the
Sorry
into my area, and then
that's just how it works. That's how it works when you're live, dear. It sucks it dry.
So Stonewall
He's tripping out
Manor,
about his phone dying so fast. But yeah, Brushy Mountain, he's saying he's been hearing stuff around him, which is, I mean, it's fair. I mean, there was a nursing home 2 football fields away from where we live that thousands of people died at. That's now torn down.
Wow.
Yeah, and there was an abandoned, like, it's freaky though. Like, they're getting ready to try to build townhomes up there too, which I'm kind of irritated about. But I've thought about going up there and just kind of talking to any of the spirits that may be left on the land, because it's kind of sad, because I really think if that land isn't made, isn't cleared, I really think when they build those townhomes, there's going to be a lot of people having a lot of problems there, because it was a palliative care nursing home. And matter of factly, my grandmother worked there, and my mother used to spend the night in that place. She told me, and I'm glad I can remember this, because now she's not here and I can't get the information, but I do remember this. My mom was between like 7 and 10, and she would spend the night on third shift in that nursing home, and half of it was already like shut off. There was a breezeway. You walked from one building to the other, and this nursing home was so old, it had wooden floors. Yeah, it was crazy, and it was right up the street from where I live. But we have had people travel through the woods. Like, there's been an old man in a tuxedo that my son saw when he was about 10, and I let him go outside. It was summer, and we have a trampoline in a fenced-in backyard, and they were out there on the trampoline, and my son saw it. It was creepy, and we called him Frank, and he was like, he pointed to my house, and this is when we were having all that paranormal activity, when my gifts were really like spiking up before I really knew what I could do. And he was like, bad man in there. Then he was pointing to our house, and that's when we had something bad in this house that I had to get rid of because of certain things. So,
oh wow,
yeah.
So Alexa said, mom told her she slept in the break room. What's she talking about?
That facility right up at the end of where I live.
She
Mhm.
was there. Okay.
Yeah, my mom slept in that facility as a child while my nanny, my grandma, worked third shift there. And
Okay. You had family there working there. Wow.
yeah,
You
and
hear
I was
that,
going to do
Riley?
CNAs.
You got some travelers on that land for sure.
Uh-huh. There's some stuff. I mean, thousands of people had to die there. It was a palliative care. So,
Oh yeah. That's pretty cool, really. I'm surprised you got V. I'm surprised you ain't been all over that land yet.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, I
It's,
have. Just not really in an investigative way. I would definitely like to do that soon.
yes, in Edna, if I come out to California, I may, depending on where I'm at and what I do, I'm coming out west. I'm manifesting a trip out west in 2025. I need to go to Colorado. I need to go to Arizona. I need to go to, there's about 3 or 4 places I need to go to in California.
you need
And
to take Riley with you.
well, we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. And you can go. I'm telling you, figure it out. We're going to figure it out.
I
Manifestation.
I just
that's
want to
amazing.
go to the redwood forest.
I don't
You
think
know,
we'll make
I
it
want
that
to go
far
there
though.
too.
I
I
do
That's
too.
all I want. I can die happy if I get to see that with human eyes again. Like
I've
that
never
would be
been, but I want to.
it's the most
I don't
incredible
really.
place on earth.
I do not want to go to California. I'm a homebody. It's too far. But I do want to see the redwoods for sure.
Yes,
It's
Oh,
worth
they
it.
are worth seeing. They're better. Like it's better to see those than it is to see like Mount Rushmore. Like even Old Faithful. Like any of the big attractions you can think of. The redwood forest is probably my favorite place on earth to visit.
That's amazing. Look, I've seen lots of pictures in there. I get mesmerized by the pictures.
Yeah, you want to understand your size. You stand next to one of those things and you feel like an actual ant. Like it's incredible.
You've
Oh,
seen the
and
pictures
Chastity.
of those, how big those huge trees are.
in that were
They're
like
humongous.
hollow,
The
aren't they
redwoods, yeah.
like totally red?
No,
Yeah, they've hollowed some out into houses
uh,
and they've made some where you can drive cars straight through them.
drive a
They're
car. You
huge.
can drive a
Tree,
car
a
through the
tree
trees.
that big.
I mean, it's wide as this house, as this building we're
Are
in.
you
Oh
serious?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean the diameter is probably on some of these trees is every bit of 50 to 75 feet.
They're
I'm sorry,
humongous.
50
and
feet, but the circumference
That
would be
is
like
huge.
75 feet, if not 100 on some of these trees.
none of them are even come close to the ones that are stumps that were cut down. Some of them are twice the size of the biggest one I've seen in the redwoods,
Wow.
Wow.
which I'm sure there's some even bigger than that, but I mean it's so incredible. Like and there's like clovers all over the ground, like or shamrocks, not clovers. And I said something to Chastity about a four-leaf shamrock and she looked down and found one like instantly. And
Yeah.
I spent my entire time there looking and on that trail looking for a four-leaf shamrock and never could find one.
Yeah, he was talking about it. It was right on the edge. And I mean, there are beds of them. And the ferns, like the ferns people hang up on their porch in the South, they're giant size. So it's basically like Mario Big Land. But yeah, we're looking to try to come out there. If I go, I mean, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to try to figure out the when, where, how quite yet. My
Mhm.
dream would be in an RV because we're going to drive. I don't want to fly. I don't want to, I just don't like flying, first of all. Second of all, I want to take my kids. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I really want an RV, which is, we're way far away from that. But, you never know how fast
Yeah.
things can change. And since
Yeah.
she's talked about it publicly, and I've told a few people, I don't know if you guys have heard of the Black Cauldron. Her name's Noah, but she has a YouTube channel called the Black Cauldron. She's wanting to do a collab with me, which I'm super excited about. I've watched her for a while. She does spooky content, and yeah, they're talking about wanting to collab with us, maybe even our Appalachian Nightmare. So if I make it out there, I'll probably have to go to Nevada and meet the Black Cauldron and um, the folks from Calls from Beyond, and they do ghost hunting and stuff out there too. Like I would love to hit up Virginia
Nice.
City. Like Virginia
Yeah.
City is a bucket list place, and then Tombstone. I want to go do that with Rochelle. Like there's a lot of people that the reason I have to go to all these places is there are people out there I need to meet. So when we go, I think Connie was talking about going maybe one place. I think she said something about the Stanley Hotel, maybe, which she's been a couple times. But like, I'm trying to do filming projects while I'm out there. So, I mean, it would probably take a month. It took me, V, and another person 3 weeks taking turns and not really sleeping in hotels. We were like 23 and 24 years old. We were young
Oh
when we did
wow.
it the first time. Yeah, but I ain't that young no more. So I have to take my time.
Yeah.
You know what though? Like we were standing beside of a old couple. I think it was Old Faithful was where we were at, or yeah, and they were from North Carolina, and they were in an RV, and they told us they were like, it's a great thing you were doing it while you're young because every time we get somewhere, we have to rest for like an entire day before we can enjoy ourselves. So I took that
That's
in,
me
and
now.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
And I lived life to the fullest on that trip, and I don't have any regrets back from it at all.
So how long would you have to take off to do that? Stay in an RV? A month?
It'd be a
I quit
month
my
to a
job.
month and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, if we had to
We
drive.
got to
I
hit
mean,
we got to hit the Powerball this weekend.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my
Okay.
Yeah.
dream ideal. But I mean,
Manifest that so we can make it happen.
Yeah,
right? I
manifest.
tried. Trust me.
I've got to figure something out for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll happen that way, and I'll take it any way it happens. But right now, I work. My kids homeschool, and that's the only problem. We'd have to. He could take a leave from absence from Amazon, but we'd have to have the supplemental income to be able to do that. So, I mean, it's possible. It's a very big possibility, but I don't know if it'll be RV life. We may have to fly out there, but either way, we'd be able to have to rent a car or something. I'd prefer to drive. But you never know. If I
Yeah.
can't do it that big the first time, eventually, I feel like things are going to change. Things have to change for
Yeah.
us. I mean, it's just got to.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm fortunate to work at Amazon like that to where I can take a leave of absence and go fulfill my stuff. Like they make sure to like look forward, or they help you achieve your goals if you really have something you're looking forward to, or if you just want to advance your career there. And I mean, I'm not just plugging them. I mean, I know there's a lot of bad things about Amazon in the media and the news, but I'm gonna tell you, they're probably one of the best employers in the world. Like it's by far one of the best employers I've ever had.
I don't doubt that. They're good for the economy.
Yeah,
They're
they really take out for their people. They like, as a matter of fact, tonight they had a carnival, like just for the employees and their families.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's incredible. Like, and I mean, it makes you want to be a part of it. And I can transfer anywhere in the world that I want to.
that's
Uh,
good.
yeah, there's too many good benefits to being with Amazon. I love them like hands down. Not just saying that because I work for them, but
We'll see. We'll see what happens when you go back to work tomorrow night. See how you feel then.
yeah, sometimes. Well, the workplace can be the employer can be great, but the workplace environments can sometimes be toxic. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean that's at any job you work at.
That's called that's other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
well,
shitty people. But
Yeah.
hey, I
good help's
forgot. We
hard
were
to
talking
find.
about Brushy Mountain, and we never finished that. I know we're going to probably get off here soon, but yes, we can do
Yeah,
that. There's a few places depending on where you want to set up. I don't know how far your wires will run, but I mean, we can find a place. It might be good to do it in one of the. I think Brushy Mountain has a separate building for like lockdown. That might be a good place to do it. Um, I don't know if that's correct. Can y'all tell me if that's correct? Where they have like the hole and stuff? Isn't that separate from the actual building?
Yeah, it's a separate building on its own.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would work for y'all. Or I mean, is it Wi-Fi or you have to run the wires?
No, you would have to run the wires, and
Okay.
that the good part about that is we won't miss anything. The bad part would be we wouldn't be going live, and that's okay. I feel like this is one of those once in a lifetime investigations, and
Yeah.
Absolutely.
if we record the whole time we're there, we'll have plenty to look over. But later on when we decide to look at it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and there's some things I definitely want to talk to y'all before we go. Like, Greg and Riley, but like give me 30 minutes to maybe 45 minutes of your time. I know you're a busy man, Greg, but I would love to speak with y'all about some things before we go. But yeah, sounds like a plan. There, the room that I'm talking about, I don't know if y'all went in it, but it's like got brown, light brown paneling, and it's got like a railing on a level. It looks like there's doors or something maybe, and it's got like a wood railing in the middle of the room, and that's supposedly one of the darkest rooms in there, which I don't understand why, and I can't remember what it is. But I'm avoiding watching anything that, because it's been like a probably 9 months since I watched. I don't always retain things unless I see them again, so I don't know a ton about Brushy Mountain. Like I don't have it memorized,
Yeah.
so and I'm doing that for a reason, you know.
Right.
But yep, we got to get our shit together between now and then. And we're probably going to have to end up taking our car, which is fine because we're going to go, we're going to try to leave on the 8th, and drive out on the 8th, you know, and then get there.
Yeah.
And that way we have time to rest. Well, it's mainly for me. I'm the half crippled person. So
Yeah.
I need to be able to have a little bit of time. Oh, well, yeah, I've had to start using a different mic, and I don't know. Does this sound?
You see that room right there?
Oh, okay.
So that room is right outside the hole. That room, there's something about that room. We will be able to go in that room, but we could not. A daily tour person cannot go in this part of the building in that room. But there's just something about that room, man. But there's the hole.
I get a feeling just looking at that hole.
Well, if you stand this door, something about this second door from the end. I think there's 4 doors. It looks like 3, but I think there's 4. Isn't there 4?
Yeah, it is
There's one of
full.
them, but Riley and I, it was like something would draw you to this end. We kept, I don't know why, we kept ending up being at the very end of this hall. It was like something wanted us to be there.
Yeah.
And it was like we did some EVPs down here, and we didn't hear anything. There's parts of the actual prison and the cell blocks, which is a whole nother building, that we actually heard conversations with the naked ear, and we got
It looks very comfortable.
But this room right down, the last room on the end, I don't know, it just kept drawing us to it. You remember?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember.
I don't know if we were hallucinating. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if we were hallucinating, or if we wanted to hear it, or if we were actually hearing voices. But we both were hearing somebody talk down here.
Yeah.
I believe it. V, I need the other headphones, dear. I can't use this other mic. But
Look
yeah,
how
I
small
yeah.
believe you.
it was terribly
That's
small.
crazy.
Yeah,
I apologize.
that's what you see going in. That's how you get in and out of the hole right there.
Gotcha.
This is the cell
Yeah.
that we got all kinds of EVPs outside this cell. I don't know why it was number 19. Can you imagine having to live there and spend your life there?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I ain't been in the back of no police car. I ain't trying to go nowhere like that. That's crazy. I couldn't do it. But them poor starving
I have.
kids.
I don't know.
You
Something kept drawing me back here. I bet I took 50 pictures right on this side of the prison. I don't know why. I told Riley, I said, I feel like we're going to see something in this picture, and I never felt like I did unless I'm overlooking something. But
I see a fire hydrant.
oh yeah, I know there's a fire. Jackie.
A lot of people stabbed out there.
You can believe it.
Yeah.
A lot of bodies buried out there.
Yeah.
That's the cafeteria, and that place is wild. We got a lot of EVPs in there too.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a good place to set up.
Did you see that
This place
big
looks
hell
shivvy.
through that glass?
Can you so when you look at that drawing somebody did with a pencil, does that? I mean, what kind of feelings do you get from that? That's
Looks
in
like
a cell
V.
block. It does look like V.
That's messed up because I was getting kind of a white Jesus vibe.
Well, it is supposed to. I think it is supposed to be Jesus. Because I see the 2 fingers now. Yeah, it is. Yep, it is. This is my beloved son. Oh, okay, yeah. So now I feel like shit. But yes, that's it.
I don't know. It's kind of unsettling to me that they have me on the wall.
What is that right there?
Yeah, you're known everywhere, babe.
Yeah, I have to hear it from Tayshawn at work all the time.
Yeah.
That honestly
I'm
looks
trying to figure out what this was or is on this side. I don't know what they were trying to draw there.
That looks like the it almost looked like the Aryan nation symbol for a minute, but it's not.
I don't know what it is.
looks like a damn stool or a chair.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a SS. It looks like a IS.
ZZ
Yeah, I
Top.
thought
Yeah.
it was the Aryan nation. It might be an Aryan nation.
It is
symbol.
because there's lightning bolts on the other side.
Oh, okay. The
They basically
Aryan,
did it
y'all
like
know
a
what the
tattoo on
Aryan
his neck.
nation is?
That's like the. I do know the name. I don't know.
They're the supremacist. I'm trying to be very careful because
White
YouTube is.
supremacist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the supremacists.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Alexa said racist stuff. Yeah,
We should just say the people who think they're better than other people.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, this is a prison, but isn't that beautiful?
it is. And there's something energetic about the mountains surrounding it. I mean, it's like I said the last time I think that we had a live, I can see like an energetic bubble almost around this place, or there's something in the mountains that's throwing off energy, almost like it was cursed, to be honest. It's almost like it's been separated
yeah,
from the spirits, like the good spirits.
I want to sit in that guard tower.
yeah.
Snowfall, what was that place
Yeah.
y'all visited in Savannah, Georgia? Snowfall's asking.
Savannah Haunting House.
Okay. Yep. He was
Yeah.
asking.
Never heard of it.
That was the craziest investigation that we've been on yet.
Well, there was plenty of
Wow.
poltergeist activity there.
Yeah,
Edna, to answer you said the Brotherhood. It's not the Brotherhood. Their symbol is a clover. It's a 3-leaf clover.
It could be though, V. Isn't it the same thing? Nation and Brotherhood the same?
Well, they're like different little sects of them, and the Brotherhood is like fairly new compared to like this prison. Like that seemed like a lot older. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, I know that
think it is.
the Brotherhood
your
is
volume is really
the clover for sure because I have a 4-leaf clover on my leg, and when I heard about it, I got like so worried that I was gonna have to get it blacked out, and I hated that because it's to represent my Irish heritage, and yeah, that was a scary moment for me for sure.
Yeah.
Dodge that bullet. Don't get a 3-leaf clover tattoo.
No 3-leaf clover, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. I think it's going to be crazy.
This is going to be one, without a doubt. This is going to be one.
yeah, it is.
James
I'm
Earl
looking
Ray
forward
was
to it.
there, of course.
Can't wait for it.
A lot of people talk about James Earl Ray being there, but there was so many other things that happened besides him.
Are there any other famous people that was there?
There's a list of. Well, here's the 3 they talk about: Byron Looper, Low Tax Looper, they called him, and Paul Dennis Reed. I don't remember what he did. Paul Dennis Reed. One of them was the drive-through murderer. He went to different drive-through restaurants and killed people. I don't know if you remember that. I vaguely remember it. He was there. Here you go. Of course, that's James Earl Ray. Martin Luther King, of course, you know about him. Said he confessed to killing Dr. Martin Luther King. He was there. Of course, that's some of the weapons confiscated at the prison at the time.
Yeah.
And I've said it before, that's the whipping post. That would be a wild place to,
Okay, does anybody of my, I'm so sorry, but I have to say this. It's not funny what I'm looking at. But what is funny is I'm getting an image of an inmate posing in that picture in my mind's eye. There is a ghost, and I know it can't be seen. It's like how can I say? It's like a transparent overlay. It's like he's posing in that picture, like what up? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know if there's any other
In
like
this
clairvoyance. Yes.
in this image,
Yeah, it's kind of like he's to the side, like he snuck in. He's like, "What's up?" Like I don't know, just a kind of a funny picture. Maybe I'm tripping, but that's the first thing I saw when I looked at that picture, and I normally don't see things like that.
Chastity. Chastity.
she
I
here.
can
She
hear
knows
you.
call her name.
Was that, pull that picture back up. What is he over by like the wall where the wall and that white like trailer are
Left side.
Yes,
on
he
the
is.
left side?
That's what. Yes, that's exactly where it's at.
I'm kind of thinking, I kind of feel something in that area. Something's telling me
Yeah,
that's
that's
where he
exactly where he's
was.
at. He's leaning in between the like on the left hand side of the picture.
Right here.
I
Yeah,
told you, I've got some chat going on.
you got some chastity skills. I'm just kidding.
He said he got some chass going on.
Yeah,
No,
some chastity.
I said some chat.
I heard.
Some
Oh, you
chat.
said chast.
Oh yeah, I've got some chast going on. Chastity's rubbing off on me, and
Whoa.
That's what she said. Yep, I am. No, I have that happen to people. More people than not. If you don't take that phone away from your face, B, and quit screaming in my ear.
I'm sorry. My microphone
But
picks up way too good.
yeah, I know, and mine picks up great, but crackly. That's why I switched.
I
But yeah,
love that picture.
a lot of people. I know that's a great picture, y'all. A lot of people say the more they're around me, particularly, and I'm not trying to sound narcissistic when I say this, but it's just nature. Like they pick up more on more stuff. But when people are naturally intuitive and you get a bunch of natural intuitives together, it really, you kind of feed off of each other. It kind of bounces around. I don't know how else to explain it.
Is my audio better?
Yes.
Okay.
I like.
It was
Yeah,
turned
it
up in the
sounds
background.
good, V.
I believe you're right. I think Riley and I feel like I know I have. We've talked about it when we're with you guys, which is what we said the first time. We felt like it was being with y'all was going to help us notice things that may have been around us everywhere we go. We just don't pay attention.
Yeah.
We're too busy drawn to maybe one thing instead of opening our mind
Yeah.
and pulling it all in. I don't know. I don't know if that
Right.
makes sense or not.
Yeah, and
That's
y'all
so
become.
smart.
Well, you
Honestly.
become. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's very smart that you consider things like that, that you think about it in a way like that, because that's what makes you into a detective, and that's basically what you have to be in order to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I mean it's good, but I think sometimes people focus more on the equipment because the thing about the equipment versus somebody that's intuitive is the equipment for me is validating. Like if I can get an intuitive impression and get the equipment to pick up on the same things, then great because it's validating that for me. But then at the end of the day, they're just intuitive impressions and people can't believe it. So it's good to have both. It's good to have both perspectives, but I do encourage people, even if you don't consider yourself intuitive, we all have the intuitive gifts. They're just going to be at different levels and different things. So everybody is capable of visioning and or to a degree. But some people don't see images when they close their eyes, and that's okay. They might sense it with their body. So you'll pick up the pains. It's like Bobby Mackey's was by far the heaviest place I've ever stepped foot in. Ever.
I also want to add something to that. The fact that like validation between equipment versus intuitive impressions, like if you want to like double check your intuitiveness, like follow up with your equipment. If your equipment's going off, try to feel around and see how you feel. Like think about what's going on. Notice something
Yeah.
like different. Like try to look at it from a perspective of one backing up the other. Like I try to shoot that kind of proof. Like that what we were talking about earlier, the girl laugh. The order
Yeah.
of everything was a perfect
Yeah.
like set, it didn't leave very much room for anyone to say that it was fake, other than we completely scripted the whole thing. That's the only thing someone could say possibly that would try to debunk that, because that was a perfect array of arrangements that Greg could not have possibly did it. You could hear the noise from the speaker box in the audio, so you know he couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Like, stuff for me like that is very important, and I feel like we might have missed that at St. Albans. Like, I definitely, moving forward, I definitely want to try to get closer to that kind of validation, like even if it takes a little bit longer in certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like
here's
St.
the
Albans
issue I've
is something
noticed.
else.
Here's the issues I've noticed, and you have too. Sometimes they won't validate you. Like, they don't want you to know, even if you know. It's just like at Bobby Mackey's when,
on purpose.
I started getting to the bottom. Like, I was seeing that man being hurt by other men in the room of faces, and like one spirit was trying to tell me, while the other ones were like, "Shut up, shut up." And that one spirit's like, "I want to see him, Michael. I want to see him. Like, he's there for Michael." So was Michael the name of the man that got hurt in the room of faces? That's my thoughts. And guys, if you go back and look, it's when we're actually upstairs dealing with the monster room where the Carl Lawson's possession took place. And that's when we're getting this. It's like they're having a conversation. It's like, "But I want to see him." And it's the same voice that said it too. And it's the same voice that's like, "Shut up." They're just telling them to be quiet because they don't want people to know. Because, see, it goes back, and it's validating for me because the things that I've taught for the last like 3 years to people is about the origin. When you figure out the origin of a haunting, you can make it go bye-bye. When you figure out the roots of the problem, then you can make it go bye-bye. So they're not always going to validate. Is it going to happen sometimes? Do you have spirit guides come through that validate? Yes. But I know for a fact, whatever was in that basement at Bobby Mackey's was pure evil, because I had my guardians show up. They were standing right behind me, and I didn't realize Greg had took off the headphones in Bobby Mackey's because we were in pitch black. So when I was saying it's standing right beside of you, Riley, it was because we were in darkness. I couldn't see anything, but maybe like a little red light on the EMF reader and maybe a recording light. There was nothing else I could see. So
I have to wonder now, after all that, you always hindsight, right? Hindsight always catches you later on. What if we would have kept going? What if I hadn't pulled those headphones off? How far would that have went, you think?
I probably the fact that my guardian showed up, something was about to happen, because they never show up in like 3D. They only show up when I'm remotely clearing a house. So, I mean, I would have been very interested. If you would have kept them on 30 seconds longer, I'd have been very interested to hear the reply of what it said when I said, "My guardians are here. Do you see them?" I would have been so interested to hear that. But coulda, shoulda, woulda, I guess. There ain't nothing we can do about it,
So I can tell you this. So if the headphones are on me again, we go to brush them out and they won't come off. Y'all going to have to take them off.
Okay. All right. We forgot to do the Estes method in St. Albans.
Do you record what goes through your headphones while you're noise canceling them out during?
So we have a new piece of equipment that we can, and actually we have a new piece of equipment where 2 people can plug up 2 sets of headphones.
Incredible.
Let's do it.
And it won't be any better validation than that if everybody can hear it,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll do it.
I want to do an experiment to where I just like cancel out without anything being hooked up and see what I get intuitively while y'all are doing the Estes method. So I want to put noise canceling headphones on and maybe like play some light music or something, and then have a pen and a piece of paper and start seeing what visions I get while y'all are doing the Estes method without being hooked up to a spirit box, and see if it matches at all.
So
are you talking about being blindfolded? I mean, not blindfolded, but like canceled out.
Basically doing the Estes method without a spirit box, but through my psychic abilities.
Right. You could do that probably better with earplugs.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Greg?
PD Paranormal, they're a local group. They're up around Rockingham. They're the ones that told us about St. Albans. Those guys
Nice.
do it Estes method, and they'll set someone out with headphones on, and of course spirit box in a different location from where they're set up, and they'll ask questions. I think they're leaving maybe a two-way radio or like a handheld radio by that person, and they're somewhere else asking questions, and they're recording,
Yeah.
Which is a neat way to do it too. Of course, I
Yeah.
don't have
I
an
like that.
issue with. Yeah, it's just a little different vibe on it.
Yeah, because the person that's doing it, either if you ain't got nobody with them, they got balls of steel.
Correct. You got that right. Yeah.
It's always good to have a person with you that's like that.
We got
Yeah.
one. We got one. I'm gonna tell you, y'all hadn't seen that side yet, but when Dylan comes, he's got an elephant sack. I'm just saying, he's got him. I'm telling you, that dude slept in the Savannah haunting house in the room that the man said nobody stays in this room. Well, that's the room Dylan wanted to stay in. He slept in that room for 2 nights.
I want to do it overnight like that. I really do. I want to go to a place where I can spend the night because I would totally do it. I thought
Yeah.
about that for a long time. Like, I'm gonna find me some place. There's places that are like that too, like the Villisca Axe Murder House. Like, there's several houses out in the Midwest. Like, I really want to get it to where we can take trips, like a week-long trip, and go to some, like, fly out to a place and fly back. I would prefer not to drive that far if I don't have to. Like, I don't like flying, but I know that if I really get into this, that I'm going to have to. But I would like to do it where we go to like 3 places in 1 week, where we have like a day to rest and like, maybe do some lives or something in between. And then that's kind of what I would really like to get to the point of doing, making these big trips that will put out at least 2 videos a month. Yeah. So,
Hey, babe.
hey, babe.
I just thought about I had a nice little memory come back of when we went to Connecticut and stayed in a haunted Airbnb.
Yeah, we sure did on Halloween.
Oh man,
that would be an amazing thing. Like, we heard footsteps run up the steps and there was nobody in that house.
No, there wasn't a soul in that house. It was, they rented out my rooms. Yeah, it was on Halloween too. And like, we had already seen Annabelle that day, and we kind of were like, what the, and then we're like, fuck it, we're going to bed.
Yeah, it ran straight up the stairs and shut the door.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, incredible. Like, we looked around, there was nobody there. Like, everybody was gone because one of the things we noticed in particular was that the people were coming home. We thought someone was home when we heard that. That's how we realized that nobody was there.
No, the reason we realized nobody was there is because her doorknob broke off, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Because it was like a vintage, original doorknob, and it come loose. She's like, "Yeah, when I get home, I'll fix it." That's not the first time it happened, and that's how we knew she wasn't there. Yeah, so seeing Annabelle and feeling like nothing was in that doll and saying nothing was in that doll was a mistake. That is, even though we're on 2 different vibratory scales, when you meet something with that much energy behind it, don't ever doubt it, because that's what got us in trouble too with Annabelle. Talking about when he took that graveyard dirt. Like, again, I'll tell that story one other day because it's really long. And matter of fact, I need to go back and listen to what I told so I can remember all the details. But we got some video footage of that. That was before we filmed some of it. We actually got all the dolls and stuff, which is for commentary, which I might put out on the Luminary Luna Beams channel one day. So, yeah, I'll probably retell the story because honestly, like, there's only so many hundreds of times that story's been played. So all of my stories from the Lights at Midnight podcast, unless people dig back deep, they don't even know my stories. It's only my OGs. It's only people that are like OGs to my channels.
I was gonna say, like, we could save that for a segment on stories. I'm gonna turn my channel, Our Appalachian Nightmare V, I'm gonna turn it into Our Appalachian Nightmare Stories, and we'll start doing little segments of things like that too.
That's your job. I can't run another YouTube channel. He's the one that's gonna be editing that.
That one's gonna be me.
That sounds cool.
I'm gonna mainly be taking the reins on that one.
But yeah, guys, I think it's 10:30.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Since I got home, I ain't done nothing. I literally come straight inside and hopped on. But I wanted to say hello to everybody and that I miss y'all. Yeah, I'm glad I got to as
I'm
well. I know
glad
we
you
found
got down.
Maybe everything
absolutely.
will calm down for you, and y'all can get back to the so-called normal. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
doubt it.
things now.
My
So
life is never ever normal, but I really
Yes,
hope so too. I really hope so too because we've been through the ringer, and not
our
only
life is
that,
so far from normal.
but I do want to say, and that's outside of being like doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
situational, but I do want to say thank you to everybody that sent their love, their support. You know, in any way they did. Like I really appreciate y'all. Um,
100.
well, we really appreciate it because last week was it was traumatizing to say the least. I mean, but we've
Yeah.
kind of
That.
yeah, it's like rolling over. It's like I'm used to just rolling over shit like a speed bump at this point. So that's why I haven't fell out in a heart attack yet, y'all. So pray for me.
I'll say this much. I mean, it was because of you guys that I got to go out there and get one heck of a farmer's tan and a lot of bug bites and trekked almost 40 miles of woods
wow.
all
Right, and
together.
it was up and back and forth, and they looked really well. But I will say this: we wasn't wrong. They come out of the woods. The people that were supposed to be looking for him that did, they looked and they didn't listen to us. They checked all of his socials, all of his friends, and he really didn't have any close friends like that. His close friends were family, like we told him from the beginning. And if
Right.
he wasn't found the day that he was found, he probably wouldn't have been here. But he's
I was
recovering.
gonna find him. Like I was
Yeah,
How
on his
close were you
trail
to him? Do
and
you
I was
think?
right behind him.
not. He walked in circles. He had to, but I mean, if you walked a straight line to where he was, it was a couple miles behind the house, and there's no way, like with just three people, we would have been able to track him because he
No,
did
How
circles.
far
He
was
did
it?
circles around those woods for 3 days.
But he did circles because he was lost.
Yes, he was lost and he was not in his right state of mind, and he's still
Right.
struggling with that too.
Yeah.
So, like, he's
yeah,
home as of yesterday, but he's still not. He's not all the way there in his body. He ended up getting like how athletes do when they strain their muscles so bad, like,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's like a toxicity. He ended up getting
Yeah.
that, and so he was very close to not. I mean, he was standing when they found him, but I mean, one more night, I don't think he would have been here, and if he was, he wouldn't have been able to walk up out of them woods. So it was
no.
crazy. I definitely want to. I'm creating a message, like, and I kind of want to advocate. You know, it makes me kind of want to advocate for mental health and kind of maybe change some things around here. But that's all I'm going to say about that for now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could only imagine the amount of terror that was going through his mind when
Oh man.
he like this. What would make a person lose their shoes and power through thorns so harshly that it just rips through your body and you don't even like consider it,
Mm-hmm.
or I
Yeah.
mean that you're that afraid wanting to get away that is not even a concern to you at all. Like
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. That's
It was
it's
losing
true.
more
so
life.
I can't tell
yeah,
you how badly I feel for him and like his state of mind, like where he must have been and what he must have been thinking. Like the whole time I'm in these woods, that's all I'm thinking about the whole time. And it's just it was very emotional. Like I've
yeah,
known Anthony for a very
Yeah.
long time. And to see him like succumb to something like this, it's heartbreaking because I mean
I
he
bet.
really is a good dude. Like deep down, he loves his children. He does everything he can for them. They're his whole world, and
yep,
it just really like it caused a lot of reflections like in our lives and things
Mm-hmm.
that are going on. Like for sure, like
Those
it
tragic
was a
things always do.
yeah for sure,
That's what
and
they do.
yeah. Because
hopefully
y'all have had
there's
that
something that can come
experience
good
too.
from it.
Yeah.
When y'all go through tragic things like that, it brings people together, and that's kind of what this has done. I wrote
Yeah,
a post, y'all read it. I'm not going to ramble no more, but it brought people back together, and it's kind of weird how everything's happened. Everything happens for a reason, even bad things, you know, and we have to just roll with those punches and accept that sometime and not hold any grudges against our creator for it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That was well
Let's hope
said.
he can get
Right.
the help. Let's hope he can get the help he needs and he can find himself. That's what I hope, and he can
Yeah.
live through this.
Same.
I hope we
Same.
find Riley a good woman.
Yeah, Alexis, if you're ready to move down to East Carolina, you come on, girl. We got a place for you. Hey, we're right.
I'll make
I
sure to
done
tell her
tried
that.
to message her.
Oh, she knows you tried to message her already. She's dodging you. She knows.
Riley, you need to stay away from them
Don't mess
spiritual
her up.
spouses.
I ain't trying to
Don't
mess
run her.
up.
We already short on people going to Brushy Mountain. Do not run her off.
I ain't.
Her work might be running her off. Her work's giving her a hard time, so I hope she can still go because if she's still working there, she's having a hard time. She says so. She's trying to work it out. If her work will let her off, she's still going, but they haven't approved it yet. But evidently,
Riley
the girl
said
she works for.
he said he'd pay her salary that week. Don't worry about that week.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's dead ass serious.
Well, since we're paying people's salaries and whatnot, you know.
I don't think he can compete with that Amazon money, V. Yeah.
Right. It ain't that great, but it's good enough, I guess. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for having me on.
Yep.
I'm gonna go make some chicken spaghetti because my son was shaking spaghetti noodles at me while I'm live in the mic, and I apologize.
It's
Look
not
right
chicken
there,
spaghetti.
Alexis commented.
Oh yeah.
That's right. If
She's
you
laughing,
come,
man.
if you
Jesus.
come, I'll be paying a weekly salary for you.
Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. We're gonna end it on that one.
There's your opportunity, Alexis. You can go. You just go to Brushy Mountain now.
There it is.
Hey, Chastity.
What's up?
Tell Alexis to check that Facebook Messenger.
Do not check it. Delete it. Alexis, delete it. I ain't even seen it, but I already know. I can imagine. Delete it.
No, I just said, hey.
Yeah, right. You never just say hey.
Hey,
Hey
said,
girl,
pay my
or hey
rent.
Shug. Hey,
God,
I didn't do no false names. I just said.
Oh, what's all the heart faces and all that?
I just laughing faces.
Okay.
I said, "Oh my word!" I was like extremely nervous when I saw your name on our live.
All right, go to bed now. Let's go.
All
right,
Alexa said she saw it.
All right, we go hop off here. Y'all have a good night.
Thank y'all. Enjoy the rest of your
Bye.
week. We'll be talking.
You too. Bye.
You guys be safe.
Bye, y'all.
See you, V. All right, y'all. That's another one down. Episode 74 is come and gone. Thank you all for hopping on tonight.
Thank you all.
I think the next thing we got will be coming up will be golly. Come on now, Rocky Mountain. Oh yeah, actually we'll be going to a festival.
Yeah.
Be looking out for the new t-shirts, y'all.
Yeah.
And but we're going to I cannot think of the name of the place in Rocky Mountain.
The guard. I know, I forget it too.
Damn, what is wrong with me lately, man?
I'm the same
I'm
way.
gonna have to start playing some more Sudoku and word searches and stuff. Good night, Jeremy. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for hopping on with us.
Yeah, thank you, Jeremy.
Let's see. Let me find it. Let me just go on and find it. Come on now. Stonewall Manor.
I don't know.
Stonewall Manor.
I
think it in. Think it in.
Like every time I think of it, I think St. Albans.
I got St. Albans comes to me too, but it's Stonewall Manor. So yeah, we'll be at Stonewall Manor September 21st. So that'll be a little warm up before we go to Brushy Mountain.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thank y'all. Oh wait, Connie, you're sure to be coming. I'm gonna make it happen this week. Sorry I've lied and Riley's lied to you. 3 weeks. You're sure to be on the way. You still got her address. You can find it because she messaged you. All right. Appreciate it, y'all. And at this time is when you say.
Until next time, y'all, you can catch us at that down south out.
Good night, y'all. Appreciate it.